the one-shot entitled Drow Surface Raid, Death to the Immortal. We will be playing an 11th level adventure today, and just as a disclaimer, there may be adult language because sometimes I speak like a child. And the folks here have been gathered. The rumors have spread that the Crystalmere Tree Fort of the Elven King Lorak has been ravaged for the past year by werewolf attacks now. This occurred a year ago in some other thing, and so due to some heroic actions of some visitors, it was mainly stated the tree fort was not completely fallen apart. However, there were werewolves in outlying areas, and a few of the people were not necessarily dealt with at that time. And so the tree fort has been decimated. It is very vulnerable at the moment. Now, some Drow raiders on a relatively recent raid just came back with a cursed elf who's been cursed by lycanthropy and turned into a werewolf and brought down to their city. And there he's been questioned, and this has been found out. Now, the great thing about the Crystalmere Tree Fort of the Elf King Lorak is it holds the inner sanctum, a giant tree, one of them possibly the first trees of the elven forest of Lorak. And in this tree, hollowed out in the center, well beneath the earth, is the elven crypt of the Immortal, the first elf, the elf that links the current elves to their gods and knowledge and wisdom of all things that has happened before. Many a times the advice and abilities of the first elf, the Immortal, has helped the surface elves to thwart any plans to overtake them from dragons or drow or any such adversaries. But now the time is right, for in a short time the moon and the stars will align again that will allow the portal into the trees, the inner sanctum of the tree where the first immortal lives, to be opened. It will open at midnight in 2 weeks' time. The tree fort itself is near falling. It is very vulnerable, and this information has been learned by the matron mothers of the Drow. And so they have gathered together some of their greatest and mightiest warriors to possibly take out and slay the Immortal. There will be a huge raid by many, many Drow, but this is the special elite team that has been chosen to slay the Immortal themselves, while the rest of the Drow hold off the Elven Fort tree surfacers. Now, as you all enter this meeting of the Drows, go ahead and I'll allow you to introduce yourself, your character, and if you have any channels you'd like to shout out, by all means do so. And we shall start with David Alexander Parker. DAP, go ahead.
Alright, cool. So, my name's David, and today I am playing a Drow known as Shen Jessica, or Shan, for Shan. She is a assassin, rogue, thief. She is been hired by her deity, the goddess of death, to investigate this werewolf sort of conspiracy theory in the Drow society, secretly, of course, by the Thieves Guild. They have given her the blades of silver to help her to defeat this foe, and so she is here to work for money, of course, and she's here to make money. So that is why she has joined this party, because the coin was right, and she is doing it not because not because this party wants her to do it. It's because the Thieves Guild and her goddess wants to do it, and because they paid her a lot of money to do so. She is roughly about 5'11", long white hair, wears studded leather, sort of black sort of robes, and mostly very quiet and very stealthy of a woman. And that is Shen Jessica. That is Shen Jessica.
Chandreska, the mercenary. Your help will be most needed, but remember, Chandreska, to mind your elders. The houses of this town rule, not the Thieves Guild.
Yes.
The head matron mother of the city, sitting there with her elven warriors behind her, as you can tell by the picture, addresses you thusly. And then we shall go ahead and allow Robert Olson. Introduce yourself, your character, any channels you'd like to shout out, anything like that as you enter the meeting hall. And you may be muted, Robert.
I knew that. I'm just making sure everyone recognize that. Good perception. Okay, I'm Robert. I will be playing the Drow Necromancer named Antimar. Not very much is known about him. He usually stays in the darkest depths playing with his corpses and all that creepy necromantic stuff. The only time when he's called out is if his abilities would be of great need. And the other day, he was doing whatever he does in the darkness, and he gets a very interesting note saying that he needs that his skills are in need. So him being the little pissed off asshole that he always is, decided to see what it was all about, and now here he is.
Ah, yes, Antimar, the Death Mage. Surely you may help out bringing death to the Immortal, breaking her from her mortal coil so that the elves will not be immortal from now on? Except maybe walking around under your thrall, immortal as a zombie. And then next we will have Ruben. You may go ahead and introduce yourself, your character, and any channels you may like to shout out.
Um, my name is Ruben. I'm playing Belagon Daytir. Belagon is the kind of the main fighter of the Daytir family. He has been trained by his mother, the patron, and his father in the arts of magic, in the arts of swordsmanship, to be the main cohort of his sister, supposedly to be the next boss of the family. He intends to destroy the elves, since they have been against the Drow for many years, so that his sister may rule unchallenged. So he kind of is opening the field for her next.
Ah, yes, Belladon. Your family's ascension is nearing. We find that you will, if you do well here, your honor will fall upon your sister since you're merely a male. But I see great honor being heaped upon your family and possibly rising in the ranking of the houses. Well, pleased to have you here. And then finally, we will have, last but definitely not least, the immutable Robin Johansson. Go ahead and introduce yourself, your characters, and I do know that he has recorded a game or so.
Hello guys, my name is Robin Johansson. I have a YouTube channel that is named something like "The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste," but I only have one game, but I'm looking forward to get more up there in the future. Today I will be playing Drow, like the rest of the guys, but he is a paladin, a vengeance paladin of Lolth, and from early age, he has been fighting his way up to power in the Drow society, and specifically in the Dosek house, where he now has the position of knight, and he is actually the personal guard and the lover of the high priestess, Mistress Sarik Solul, of the same house. He's always been a manipulative and power-hungry individual, and his malice is possibly only overshadowed by his lust for vengeance. What he seeks vengeance for is unknown at this time, but those who find out usually finds out just seconds before the sword strikes.
Yes, you have sought your vengeance here and there upon those who have wronged you and your families. And we hope hope you have been selected for this task to slay the Immortal, because your vengeance may fall upon her. She has been needed vengeance upon by all Drow everywhere, whether you or those, even your enemy Drow, need vengeance against this Immortal that we may.
When given the opportunity to weaken the surface elves, I can't resist.
And she says, now I will be leading this expedition, and I will be commanding most of the common Drow soldiers, and we shall hold off the garrison from Crystalmere Treefold and allow you to enter the inner sanctum. Now, most likely, since we will be striking suddenly and quickly, we will do such right at the stroke of midnight, when the door is able to be opened. As such, there will most likely be some of the hated surface elf scum by the door, ready to enter to speak with the Immortal. But you shall be able to take them out, and then descend into the tree, and slay her where she dwells in her chambers down deep in the earth. Now we have found a hidden path through the Underdark, right underneath Crystalmere Treefold, and there is where we shall emerge. Suddenly, quickly under cover of night, and strike at the fiendish surface dwellers. Do you have any suggestions or questions, any of you? And remember, do so with respect, for I am the matron mother of this whole Drow clan's family city.
Yes, I have one or two questions, if I may. Not for you, my lady, but I'd like to ask the noble paladin on our party a question, if I may.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know, when is your test, mighty paladin? You served the mighty spider goddess Luffy, and everyone knows that soon she will test you in her might. And if you fail that test, you will become an outcast, the outcast of which we Drows hate in our society, the Drider. As you know, she always tests those who follow her.
My test is none of your concern, but I'm happy to let you know. If you see my wonderful cloak, that was the gift I was given after my tests.
That is all I have to ask, really. I'm just afraid that you may become which we hate, which is a Drider, the unspeakable creature of the darkness.
Why should I become a Drider?
One, those who fail her test turn into a Drider. You should know this, being a...
Do I look like a Drider? Does it look like I turned into a Drider? Do I look like I failed the tests?
I do not know.
Well, you should have your
Be like,
eyes checked then.
Here, you need these glasses more than I do, man.
No, I'm just pointing out the obvious. Because I do know that she tests those every monthly, on a monthly scale. I was wondering, when was your last test, mighty paladin? That is all I'm asking.
Well, like I said before, it's none of your concern. It's a monthly test, and I'm fine with that, but it's just too boring. I need something else to do, and that's the main reason why I signed up for this.
Ah, I see.
Listen here, you commoner sham, you houseless rogue. Remember who you speak to. We are nobles, even though he is a male. He is a noble, and this is their test, just for your information. If they fail at this test, then they may be even worse than becoming Driders, for Loth will take them into her demon web pits herself. And just remember, Shan, even if you do not know you serve Loth, all serve Loth in her purposes.
Oh yes, I do. I serve the Lady of Death, for she is my follower, and I shall bring death
You
upon
are
my enemies.
you are as tangled in her webs as the rest of us. Show her and the nobles the proper respect, even and she kind of the males of the noble houses.
Yes.
Thank you for your wise words, matron. And he bows deeply towards her, and he signifies towards. There's three humans standing in the end of the room, and he signifies to one of them to come closer, bringing something. And as the humans come up, the human comes with a bottle in his hands, and Shadas reaches forward, gripping the bottle, smelling it, throwing the bottle to the ground, hitting the human in the face so he tumbles backwards and screaming, "That was water! You never bring water up front for the matron. It's wine!" And he starts climbing backwards, going backwards to the where my stuff is. I can't come up with the word. Brings up a water of wine and runs up to me. And I say, "Well, here, matron, please have this token of my appreciation." And the human climbs over on his knees with a wine bottle to give up to the Drow matron.
Thank you, but I do not drink anything offered to me from males. I have my own, lest it bother my indigestion. And she'll smirk at you lowly because it's a common drow tactic to poison those. And you take out the head matron mother, your matron would be higher. So yeah.
I am aware, matron. That's why my hands never touched the bottle. Only female drows and this human slave I touched the bottle. And as you know,
Yes,
slaves are allowed.
Filthy humans. I only use war captives that have been tied to my will.
I'm sorry for disappointing you. I will have the human whipped.
My lady, she bows and in a very ladylike. Tell us more of where was the last location and where do we need to be going or heading towards?
We will set out tomorrow after a sleep cycle when the great I'm gonna go with the whole time stalagmite thing that they had in Menzo Baranzan. I can't remember what it's called, but to denote daytime. When it dwindles to nothing right when it is rekindled in what we call the morning, is when we shall set out. And the path is long and arduous, but I'm sure that we can make it. The supplies and everything have always, at least mundane supplies, have already been taken care of. If you all need anything to make any final arrangements to your kin, in case you may not return, by all means, you may attend to that this evening. We'll set out at first beginning of the new cycle of the fire being started at the bottom of the stalagmite. Whatever, yeah, that stuff.
I do not have any king. I do not have any family or relatives.
Then spend the night as you wish. I care not, commoner.
I am assassin, a very good assassin. I have killed many nobles in my time.
There's
Any
always
that I know.
Oh yes.
There's always a place in my slave pen.
He will be the first to die.
That was funny.
And Tamara, she's just standing back, watching everyone laughing underneath her hood. She slowly walks up to the matron, bows down to her. She looks up as she takes off her hood and says, "Great matron, I have only one simple request."
Yes, what would that be, Atamal?
I plan
Death
on
mage.
myself I plan on myself taking the very life of the immortal. It would be a great honor if I may use your sword of life stealing to do such a feat.
Alright, hold on a second. Perchance, is this like one of your magic items that you picked out from the
Yeah,
rare, uncommon? Okay.
yeah,
You
it's a
just want
rare
to do it
item.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes then. As long as you pledge allegiance to my house, when it is done, you may use my blade.
and Tamar bows once again and says, "It would be my great honor to swear my life to your house, great matron."
And she'll take the blade out and hand it to you, but not like handing you the handle, handing you the tip of the blade as her hand is on the handle. As long as you're
And,
bowed.
and Tamar smiles, reaches over to her side, grabs a tiny, plain-looking bag, opens it up, reaches in and goes elbow deep into the bag, rummages around, pulls out a very pretty scabbard that would and places the scabbard on the sword and then accepts the sword itself, and then places the sword into her little bag of holding.
And yes, however, if you do not strike the killing blade upon the immortal, I will have that back.
Understandable, my matron.
Are there any other questions?
No, not really. I only work for the coin, and as long as the coin is good, I'll do what is required of me.
I'll contend with the dead elves, so I need nothing from you.
Spoken like a true Drow warrior. So as you exit this town hall, it's dark, very dark, but there's some berry fire permanents here, hither and thither, outlining a statue, giving it an eerie glow and just enough for your extreme dark vision to be able to see as if it were fairly bright in this whole meeting hall. There are statues of spiders etched out in fairy fire, hither and thither as you leave, and there are large statues on either side, like gargoyles in a manner for a Gothic church, but they're spiders as you exit, going down the stairs into the city itself. And is there anything y'all would like to do in the Drow City this evening before you take off at, I don't want to know what to call it, first light? They cast fire so that you can sense the heat rising up on the Great Stalactite in the middle of town.
Yeah,
So that's how you tell time, is it goes higher and then starts to dim. It's like, oh, noon, then afternoon, and then boom.
yes. I would like to. I like to go to the Thieves Guild to see the beholder of the Thieves Guilds, who is the actual master of the Thieves Guilds of the Underdark, which is true, believe it or not.
Oh, fair enough. Improv, I don't say die. Well, I don't negate anything you say. If you want to have a beholder-led Thieves Guild, by hell, you have one. Okay.
Well, no, it's true though. It's actually true. The actual owner of the Thieves Guild is actually a beholder.
Okay. And what would you like to ask him?
Yeah.
Or go see her, or what?
Go see the beholder, yes. Yeah, I'll go and see him, and I ask him, like, since you are the most intelligent man, or intelligent beholder I know of, Master, tell me, what dirt do you know of this lady that I am working for?
Okay, I don't have a picture of the beholder, so you're going to have to look at my ugly mug. The matron?
Yes.
She's got her She's got her grimy little fingers in everything all throughout this town. But the word is that this particular mission is on the up and up. It is what she says it is. I even had some informants find me what was going on. I knew about this curse that was waylaying the tree full to Crystalmere Lake for quite some time now. I've known about it. So I do believe that this is actually what she says. Now, at the same time, what happens after the Immortal dies, maybe, she uses her Drow soldiers that she's got up there to, maybe there's some folks that she wants dead to make sure that her power as head matron remains. I'm not exactly sure of her inner machinations, but, she is a clever and cunning Drow.
Hmm. I see. So, is there any worthy items that you wish for me to grab in this place where the ancient one is?
Ooh, the inner sanctum of the first elf, the Immortal. Legends have it that underneath her crypt there are many, many, many magic items of great and mysterious power, gems, jewelry, but it is also said that what is there is dependent upon the nature of the crisis at hand. So there's no real telling of anything that is there or is not there. I do not know.
Hmm. So, is there anything you wish for me to bring back on behalf of the Thieves Guilds to prove my worth to you, mighty Shandra?
I would like the finger bone of the Immortal as a token.
Ah,
And whatever gold, 10% of whatever gold that you acquire, as usual, it's a custom of the Thieves Guild. And trust me, if you try to pocket some, oh no.
yes, you are very intelligent and very wise, uh, beholder Senjaza. And she bows and uh, and goes into the shadows back to the party.
Okay. I think that was a horrible beholder voice. But anyway, anybody else have anything they like to do before you set out in the morning?
Home.
Apologize, Ruben. Go ahead.
I just want to go home. Say goodbye.
Okay. Alright, you go to your Drow house matron, and she'll be like, now remember, the plan has changed. Check your messenger to see who we don't want to return.
Who we don't want to return? If possible, no one. I think.
Yes,
what about
because Frankie didn't show up, so I switched your thing.
what about the matriarch I'm doing the job to? Do you know her?
Ah, yes. Major Sam. She's clever, cunning, ruthless. I despise her and wish her to meet to a fell end also in this regards, but she is much too powerful and connected at the moment. This raid is not our instance to strike now. We must raise in the ranks and gain more power before we can take on the head matron.
Then I shall bring glory to our family, and then we can take care of her.
Yes, if you are successful in this mission, we may raise in the ranks to start to think about taking on Matron Sam. Well, she has caused great turmoil for us and our kin. She has also led this city to the glory that it is now. But I think that only the wise leadership of me will bring it to the brink of where it should be, the pinnacle of achievement of drowness. But in the interim, until we are strong enough, we will submit to her rule.
Yes, mother. Well, then I will say goodbye to Letty.
And Shadras, You were wanting to do something?
Oh yeah, Shadras will go back to his family house. He will sacrifice the servant who brought forward water instead of wine to Lolth, and he will request another servant to bring on the travels, and then he will have like the saying farewell to the matron and informing her about his competitors and go to sleep.
Okay. And that simply leaves Adamar. Anything you'd like to do in particular? No? Yay? And you may be muted if you're trying to tell me something.
Adamar just finds a nice, cold, dank, depressing place to curl up.
Is
And
this a Drow City? There are plenty of places for that.
oh yeah, yeah, but she prefers the acrid stench of decaying flesh, the typical
cemetery.
necromancer. So yeah.
The cemetery or the necropolis or what have you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you arise early in the, I'm going to say first light because it's underdark, but the first beginnings of heat being risen from the great stalagmite in the center of town. And you will make your way to the appointed spot where the army awaits. And there will be Matron Sam, along with a glorious army, hundreds upon hundreds of Drow soldiers. They're not hidden at the moment, for you know as well as anyone else that that is all it takes for these elves to just have one moment, and you will not see them again, for they are truly invisible when they so desire. But at the moment, they're still in the city, and they're outlaid in regal showing. And you all will take special place as Matron Sass is like, ah, yes, you all will help me lead this place and this army. And we shall travel out from here down the Underdark Caverns following this map, which she points to a map folded on her thing, on her side hip. She guards it jealously, just FYI, in case anybody has any thoughts. And there's many Drow soldiers all around her. And she's like, these troops of mine will keep our way safe as we go through the caverns of the Underdark. And they will also emerge with us and spread out among the treefolk, keeping the surface scum elves busy, while you take out what of the delegation these elven scum have at the door to the inner sanctum. And then descend your way down in there to slay the Immortal. Are you all ready to set out now?
Yes, we are. Does she have the whip with fire snake heads on it?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. She's a matrix, she's high level. You think you're high level? Psh, she's high level. She's a high priestess of Loth.
Ooh.
The baddest, meanest bitch in the whole town of bad, mean bitches.
Sharas will walk up towards Lord Belagon Thatchir.
Sorry, man, but I'm hearing like background.
Yeah, there's an echo here from
Yeah.
something.
What was the question? Sorry.
I was wondering how much I slaughtered the name of your character when I tried to pronounce it. Is it Belagon Thatchir?
Belagon. Yeah.
Belagon Thatchir. Yeah. Shadows will walk up, standing beside you, having a huge greatsword on his back. With it's not a plain greatsword, of course. It has many smaller pointy ends, so it does more damage and hurts more when you get hit by it. He will look at you and say, well, is it Lord Belagon?
Yes. Why
I
do
see you fancy the blades as well.
Yeah, not as big as yours, but I'm
Oh,
fancy with them.
that doesn't matter as long as they drink deep. Let's hope we are allowed to do so soon.
Yeah, me too. I'm just don't like much of assassins.
Ah, assassins are the worst. Sneaking
Yeah,
around in the shadows, not claiming their kills.
yeah. At least if they wanna kill you face to face.
I do agree.
And I make like that smutty look into Shah. Like I don't.
Behind. Sorry, Ruben.
No, no. I finished. Yeah, say it.
Behind Ruben, you say, not behind Ruben, behind Shadas, you see three humans walking, staggering their way, one carrying a longsword, one carrying a longbow, and the last one carrying like he's all covered in backpacks and stuff, almost not being able to stand on his legs. And I say to Belagon, well, I think we should move out.
Yeah, me too. Time to go.
I like that alliance making. Excellent. Any other conversations as you all are about to head out?
No,
Sorry, David.
I'm just curious about this woman, like this lady of this army, and I appreciate her dedication to Luf, the spider goddess, and I bow to her graciously and say, "Oh, I did not know that you was a follower of Luf too, my lady."
Are you as ignorant as you plan on stating? You did not know that the head matron of Drow society was a high priestess of Loth?
Nope.
Who signed you up for this? I must have a talk with the head thieves guild. When I asked him for his best, he sent me his most ignorant. Are you sure you're not a male in disguise?
No. She's a female, but don't forget she doesn't dwindle in politics or deals with that sort of side of things. She's just assassin that gets hired. The
That's
paperwork
okay.
the paperwork must have got of damaged in the in the in the paperwork must have gotten damaged or ruined when it come to me. I but you look splendid in your armor, I must say. And she just bows and says, "Okay, then lead the way, mistress."
Yes, because obviously you couldn't lead your way to the correct goddess. You servant of death, you. Oh, I swear I shall have a talk with him and have withhold his payment if you don't work out as he promised. What's a stupid thing? Trusting a stupid little people. Oh my god. She's muttering off on her breath as she leaves you in her dust, and her bodyguards will eye you suspiciously as they pass on by.
Everyone suspects you.
Yes. Well, I am the lady. I serve the Lady of Death. I don't serve Loaf because you have to do the test every month, which is true. And if you fail, you turn into a rider, which is true.
It's a one shot.
Well, everyone has to do the test, and I expect those who serve Loaf do the test at the end.
Uh-huh.
Alright, awesome.
Alright. So, anything else before y'all set out?
Nope.
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 Okay. You all will set out through the Underdark. Every once in a while, you will catch note of a skirmish going off to the side, hither and thither. These Drow army spreads out as they go through the Underdark, and any adjoining passages and such like that, the army will take care of any wandering monsters for you. So in the midst of this travels, you will be otherwise relatively unharmed. Through talking and just listening, if anybody like to do to some of the soldiers, they seem quite upbeat in a manner. That most of these soldiers are just mere, commoners, basic infantrymen, while they are as cunning and manipulative and clever and ruthless as any drow around. They also are well understood that you all are their superiors, so they don't mess with you at all. On occasion, somebody will come back with a corpse of a drow sergeant who wounds, if you look at them closely, will appear to be the hand crossbows, but the other drow soldiers around will claim it was most likely the work of some random goblin tribe hanging around, and that's what happened to the sergeant. And one of the soldiers will be promoted to sergeant in his place. And everyone in drow society knows what's going on, but it's all about the subterfuge. As long as you're not caught and you're not overt about it, they don't care. And so this goes on for a while, but also from listening to some of the soldiers, you can hear that they are upbeat about this. They feel that they can finally take a strike back against the surface scum elves that created the sun, that cursed them into this underworld. And maybe if we kill the immortal, the sun will go away. They all sorts of fanciful rumors are flying around the camps at, I want to say night, but after a long day's march of rest. Y'all have plenty of time to do anything that you may want to do while doing this. The head matron Sam, is always highly closely guarded and buys you with suspicion, because if there's possibly anything here that she has to worry about with her bodyguards, it would be you all acting in concert together. Would be the only possible thing that she has to worry about, because the soldiers are they're just, granted, if you look at Drow soldiers in the monster manual, they're pretty badass. They are pretty good, but she's okay. Yes, Ruben? Belagon?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I just saw your thing pop up as if maybe you were. And then after about a week's travel or so, Sastan will come and tell you that you will camp here for one day, and you can see just streaming up ahead underneath, you can everybody's extremely quiet now and hushful. She will tell you that this right here, this is sunlight filtering down through a small little crack in the earth. We are just barely below the surface now. And this light lets me know that if we were to break free here, that the sunlight would scorch our skin and blind our eyes. And it's the most painful thing ever. But as this light right here fades away, that means the sun has gone away, hidden beneath the cloak of night. And that is the Drow time. And that is when we shall be able to strike.
Guys,
Yes, Robin.
Can you hear me now?
Hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I saw you dropped out for a minute.
No, I disconnected on purpose because first I thought that you just all ignored me, and then I understood maybe you couldn't hear me.
Oh, I hear you now.
So
yes.
but I didn't get it.
Can I do some investigation rolls?
What would you like to investigate?
Okay, I'd like to investigate, like, who brings her food and who brings her drink to the lady of the house.
Okay, just FYI, are you proficient in investigation?
Yes, I am. I have a +11.
Then you know. You can tell there's always one particular, what they're called battle captives. They're drows from other cities that have been Geas charmed, dominated so to speak, to her will. They wear collars around their neck that institutes with a symbol of who they belong to, and they are magically enslaved by her. So there is no persuading or anything. They are like almost automatons to her. Automatons. How do you pronounce that? You're English, you know.
Oh yeah.
But there's
Automatons?
one in particular. Automatons? There you go. I like that. You are the ones. They're the ones that handle her food and drink solely.
And whereabouts do they go? Do they go into like a special tent where the food is prepared for her, or is it like do they go to the same tent as everyone else's food is
They carry it
prepared?
with them. They carry it with them
All right. So it's not like
in
prepared
the backpack.
separately.
It's for this time. It's like trail rations. Add a little flour, add a little water, heat, biscuit type hardtack. This is battle ration time. Now, if you were to pay attention, and with the freaking investigation of 11, there's no sense why you couldn't have. If you wanted to do any rumors about what she was eating in town, she eats quite sumptuously and exclusively, but same thing, they prepare it and they handle it. These two battle captives.
Okay, I'll take a note of this. And is there any arcane like in this area of tents? Like, is there like a tent that's dedicated to like the arcane mysteries, like like bottles of like potions or things like that in this like little campsite?
Arcane? No, not really. There is a Drow wizard here and there, some skill and abilities. But if you want real arcane, you're going to have to ask Antamar. He is the requisite. But however, there is plenty of priestesses around, and they are the priest arcane. Nah, not really, not big on it. Wizard here and there, but priestesses. Oh God, yes.
I'm a sorcerer.
Tell me.
Well, yeah, him too. I forgot about that.
What I wanted to ask you earlier, Michael, was
Yes.
when you said her guards took care of like wandering monsters and stuff around. If possible, Shadas would like to join them.
Okay.
Like if there's a hunt, he would like to attend.
Okay, not a problem. How would you like to go about that? Would
No,
like
you don't
to,
need you don't need to do anything. It's just that the others would see him be very
Going off on
interested
patrol.
on patrols and stuff like that.
Yes, you can even be the leader of a particular patrol since you are one of the elite members of this caravan. Try something special. Now, Matron Sass will frown upon this. She will not disallow it, though, but she will frown upon it because your duties do not involve chasing down random goblins and, well, not spiders. What else creatures in the Underdark?
There's
Gibbering mouth and piercers and various sundry.
Oh yeah, you can always face a beholder if he wishes to.
there's nothing wrong with mixing business and pleasure.
I will not deny you pleasure. What's your charisma anyway?
My charisma, that's 18.
Damn. I will not deny you any pleasure, and maybe afterwards, if the Immortal is dead and you survive, I will show you what real pleasure means.
Oh,
Great
thank
compliment to be asked for the 18 charisma. Fucking A.
Does
You know,
everyone
while she
eat
does
it?
frown upon it, not everyone, but if you wanted to be, stay near him, this wasn't something she really was hiding.
Yeah.
And she's a matron mother. If she wants to do a dude, she can.
Okay.
You now become her little slapdog. Congratulations!
I mean, it would be considered like a great honor, I suppose, to you to be brought, but at the same time, not like it'll.
I think it's the the highest honor you can have as a male drow, to be the lover of a high priestess
Yeah.
in drow
Now
society.
there was no thing. There was no offer to be her main consort.
No, but
But
I think that's like the highest. So one step in that direction is a good thing.
yeah. It is something. It's nice. But she will allow you to go on patrol. She will send her most elite guards with you to make sure that you are okay, because, as she said, I don't want him just to die chasing down an owlbear when the Immortal waits. So she will send others to keep you safe on your patrols.
Can I like shrug on her tent to get some more information about this Immortal, if I can?
Okay. Well, I mean, you can ask her
Okay.
whatever you want about her.
All right, and I go on the about her like always, because I'm just a rogue, an assassin, and I say,
Yeah, want to do it.
yeah, properly.
Sneak around, maybe hearing a war council
Yeah, and I like
outside
to
to
know.
hear what they have to say.
Yeah, I like to know what are the plans are, and I like to ask her like, what things can hurt this Immortal? Like apart from like I have my silver blades, which was given to me by the Fields Guild. But I was wondering, do you know any other weaknesses that this Immortal has? Being so wise and being so knowledgeable about religion, my lady, I would like to know more.
Well, few have ever seen the Immortal. Only the surface elf scums. Now, our history legends do speak of other raids against the Immortal, and some have even claimed success, although she still survives. So they're most likely just braggarts upon it. Now, one particular legend does say that we poisoned her and her tree when we managed to strike into the fort right on the night when the thing opens and pour down uh, gallons upon gallons of poison. Just like open a fire hydrant of poison and flooded the whole tree with poison. And she survived. So it is often said that she is so old. Since she is the first elf, she is older than even poison itself, and so it has no effect on her. She does not realize to be poisoned.
I see. I just have silver
Also, she
blades
is
on me.
older. It is often said that she frowns upon mundane weapons. Only the most exotic and highly skilled and well-made weapons can harm her.
Okay, I show her. I hold out my silver little dagger in my two daggers in my my silver dagger in my hand, and it's like got like it's like the head the place where you grab it has like like the symbol of the Lady of Death on it, and it's like got inscriptions on it saying death to those above, and like I show her these little relics that I kept from my feet, like I got that I stole from a noble person of the house, and I say these are weapons that I took from a noble man of a house. They were silver and very magical, but do you think these will do? Do you think these will hurt the lady in question that we are after?
Are they magic weapons?
Yes, they are.
These seem exquisite, fine enough. I think they will work. Hopefully you will be able to slay the Immortal fully and thoroughly with that.
Well, I do not slay. I sneak and I stab and slit people's throats for a living. But I can surely do my job as to my best, to my ability. Perhaps.
Hopefully your abilities surpass your intelligence.
Oh yes.
Here we go. I finally found it. Damage immunities. She's not immune. Oh, there you go. Immunity's poison. Yep. There you go.
Okay. And I say to her, "One, if there is another thorn in your side, my lady, perhaps I can sort out that thorn for you personally, maybe one day."
Possible. If you survive and slay the Immortal, or sneak and stab, as you will, then there's this particular rogue who's a commoner who doesn't realize that the matron mother is the high priestess of Loth that annoys me from time to time. If you could deal with her after this mission, I would be most appreciative.
One, like I said, information got lost amongst, information got lost as it happens, but I'll do my best to represent your house and to represent your doings here. Like I said, I'm not a noble woman, but I hopefully one day will be a noble woman for the skills I have. Maybe one day be accepted in a house, but who knows? I'll try my best and prove myself worthy to those who need my skills.
I will give you this. I will offer you this. If you succeed and survive, if you wish to be noble, I will take you into my house, send you up to the heights of one of my daughters. Also, you must give up this fascination with the death goddess. Submit to Loth and her webs of intrigue, and you should be treated as second daughter to the matron.
Ooh, very interesting. I shall take you up on this offer, and I shall do the works of your evil scheme today, my lady.
And the light starts to dwindle. Anything else before we head on into the surface?
After Shiraz live with, you said, with the best men of the matron, right?
Yeah, the best men of the army, not her personal guards, but some
Oh,
of the elite
okay.
veterans, some of the
I'll
better
just
soldiers.
I'll just stay close by her.
Okay. Uh, just FYI, would y'all like to just kill her now? Just curious.
Yeah, cool then.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to kill her yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to be stealthy about it, though.
Oh, well, yeah, open warfare is highly frowned upon by Drow. If y'all were just to start launching and then on her tent and just slaying people right and left, the rest of the army would put you down for open rebellion. But if, you know,
How many guards has her personal guard?
uh,
Like, it don't need to be a clear number, but
rolling 5.
5. Okay.
Just 5 personal guards.
Hmm.
5 personal guards. Alright. The light begins to dwindle in this cavern where you're all at. And it leads up into a very steep slope. And everybody starts to arrange around this area now. You all are supposed to be in the lead. Are you all okay with that?
Yeah.
Shadows would fight his way to the front if necessary.
I'll be in the, I'll be in the back in the shadows. I'm gonna try and approach Belong on the warrior. Is it Belongon? Your character's name, Ruben?
Yep.
Belongon. Okay, I'm gonna approach Belongon. So Belongon, it seems that you had a bit of a frown this afternoon about some sort of quarrel of this household. Pray tell, what is the matter? I've been getting weird feelings, or anger from you, like body language, like upset body language from you. Is there anything I could help in this matter?
I just don't like people that kill people from their back.
Yes, that is my job.
You're the only Drow in the world to ever say that.
Yep,
Just
I know.
FYI.
Oh,
I can be evil with honor.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Thought of it. But
Well,
don't
yes,
worry.
very well. As long as we are all on the same page and we
Yeah,
are
but
here to do a job, do not worry. I would not stab you in the back.
you better not, unless you want to be burned.
You can try, but I'll hide.
Will you?
Oh yes, I'm very good at hiding.
I guess we'll see it sooner or later. The time will come.
It's kind of an interesting aspect when we are 4 rows. Everybody can cast the fairy fire, which
Darkness.
which
fairy
lights you
fire.
up, and everybody can cast darkness. So it's like 1, 2, 3, darkness. 1, 2, 3, fairy fire.
But I have more.
Yeah, I was thinking y'all may
I-
want to come up with some, since you all have that ability, like a battle plan beforehand, like, alright, when we descend down in there, you cast this, and so you don't have everybody going, well, damn it, I was going to cast Fairy Fire, but they already did it, so let me, I don't know, whoever acts first do this, I don't know, it's up to y'all. I was thinking about that, though, you may want to.
I'm gonna stick to the shadows. That is my job. I'll stick to the shadows and try to get the surprise on the enemy that we are looking for.
Oh, and also, just to clarify, you cannot see through magical darkness unless you have the Warlock Invocation Devil Sight. If you cast darkness and you can't see through it either, they can't see you, you can't see them. Darkness is darkness. Unless, of course, you don't cast it where, you're in it.
Or if
I
you
cast
have
over there.
Kind of blind sight.
Yes, true. Blind sight, like tremor sense or something. I don't know. Bat signal.
The only way you can see through
A lot of people
darkness
think
is through true sight.
true sight will work.
Yes, the only way you can see through darkness or darkness magic is through true sight. Or if you're a warlock.
Yeah. Alright. So as the great, I got a cat. As the day dwindles, everybody will take their positions. You all will be in the lead.
Well, I'll be in the
And,
shadows. Do you want me to do a stealth roll?
Not at the moment per se, because you all are going to break out. It'll be a full moon, so it'll be for you all. It'll be bright, like noon. Full moon for you all will be noon as you come out, so you'll not have any difficulty seeing. But the elves also have dark vision; they can see quite well. And there, but you can still sneak up on them through the tree cover. As you can tell, this is when you break through. This is what the tree fort of Crystal Mirror Lake looks like. The ground you will be coming up. She will tell you that the ground you will come up with is very near the tree where the inner sanctum is. You must find your way up there. I believe there will be a rope ladder here and there. But as soon as people start dying and the alarm goes up, the rope ladders will disappear. They'll be pulled up. There are various sundry huts hither and thither among these great trees, connected by rope bridges, like swinging rope bridges, planks. Yeah. Pretty much what this is, and just the picture of it is, if you all remember the Ewok village from Return of the Jedi. Oh yeah, that's what the tree fort of Crystal Mirror Lake looks like.
Evox, the only thing I hate more than elves.
and so the sunlight drifts away completely, and it will be replaced by silvery, glowing, glittering moonlight that dances upon the rocks and dirt underneath your feet. And the air smells quite different, where you are normally used to the staleness of deep, dark, underground Underdark. There's a lot more oxygen and fragrances of pine needles and other things that you have never smelled before, unless, of course, you've been on a surface raid, in which case you have. But they are not common at all to your homeland. And finally, the mistress, matron, Sass will be like, now is the time. Push through these final beat of dirt and spring forth. Climb up to the trees. Slay the immortal. Time is of the essence. The portal to the inner sanctum will be opening momentarily. And you may go.
I'm
Who
stealthy.
would like to? Alright.
Stealth mode.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Just to determine. I'll use this for when you actually get close to anybody to see you. Unless you want to hide from your fellow Drow. Or make sure. I mean, yeah, if you're stealthy, they'll
Alright,
see you or not see you, depending upon what their thing is. But
Okay, I got a 30 in stealth.
13?
No, 30. 30.
30. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's more what I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, you are silent as a knight. Okay. Who wants to push through the dirt? And whoever's saying, I'd like to push through the dirt is probably muted. Otherwise, I will pick...
Sorry, I got distracted a bit here. Shadows will volunteer. He will gesture for his servants to come forth. He will pick up the longsword and fasten it to the side of his belt, and he will look up and see. Do he think he can get up there without being seen, even if he can't be very stealthy?
Seen by whom?
What he tries to figure out is if he should bring his longbow or not. Would he assume that he is able to get into close combat before anyone notices them, even if he makes a bit of noise?
Yeah, if you'd like to look through where the light was coming from, there's a small little opening underneath the cleft of a rock or what have you. If you were just walking on the forest floor, you wouldn't think twice about it. You'd probably just think it's like a badger den or something, or some animal. But if you look through it, you can tell that there's just caked leaves on the ground and trees. And otherwise, you could maybe make out some slight musical voices speaking. Sounds like crazy elves speak. It's actually elvish. Unless you speak Elvish, in which case you'd understand it thoroughly.
Okay, I wouldn't see anything. So to him, he would. I guess he would assume that there's no need to bring the bow.
And if you can really just stick your head maybe all the way through to where you can see up into it, you can see that the tree fort is well above in the boughs of the trees. There's nothing on the surface. So as long as you're not, thunder smite anything, you could probably move around. The DC would be like DC 10 to not be noticed by the people up above.
Okay. Yeah, then he looks towards the person that brought from his bow and he says, "Hand me the whip instead." And you can see the human shakily handing forward the whip, and he gets the whip over the face, as shadows say, "I don't need the bow." And he will walk towards, Belagon, and say, "Are you ready? Should we head in?"
I draw my sword. Yes, I am. Now, if anyone gets near us, this sword can warn us. So don't
Oh,
worry about being surprised.
that's a handy
How
artifact.
does the blade warn you? Would it do anything to where if you're sneaking around, it would warn the person you're sneaking up to that, no, there's an enemy by. Oh, cool.
It specifies what happens, but I don't
I'll
know. I
call it,
guess
say
the
it
heat
tingles
of
in
it,
your hand or something.
it shines
Uh,
or something like that. I don't know. Or it gives a
just
tingle.
because you're drow and stealth and such like that, the deviousness, cunning is your MO. I'm going to say that any drow sword would not warn you in such a way as it would warn the person you're about to stab in the back that you're sneaking up on them also. So let's call it, say, a tingling in your hand.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
kind of vibrates a little
Electrifies
bit.
you.
Yeah, the phone's on vibrate. I mean, the sword's on vibrate instead of ringer off. So
Stealth mode. Okay.
yeah, so you'll
Yeah,
have to alert the others.
I'm
And Drow
going down.
also, just apply. You all are proficient in hand signals, so you can communicate as well as you can orally by sign language. All Drow are sign language folks.
Uh, I guess this is for you, Robert, but are we currently seeing Antimar?
Oh, yes. Antamar, as always, is just staying, not quite in the back, but far enough. Keep an eye out on everything, and keeping an eye on one specific person in general.
Okay.
What you
Yeah.
can try? You can try. You got to beat 30, my friend, if you wish to see me. I got a 30 in stealth, so if you wish to see me, you got to do a perception roll to see if you can see me of above 30.
Just fairy fire him, and it's over.
But first, he has to see me first to cast a spell. Because I am in the shadow.
Area of effect. Area
Yes,
of
but-
effect.
I just lost
I know.
50% of the front row, but as soon as Ruben is back, I will suggest that we approach then. I was just wondering if you would like to tag along with us, but I take it your character likes to stay a bit in the back.
Actually, with my character, she will definitely go with. She may seem like she's afraid of fighting, but in all reality, she it's going to sound strange using this word for a necromancer, but she lives to fight.
Yeah, but
That's a little strange, yeah.
I guess you
My
have given up
mind.
sort of those vibes then. So when we're staying up front there, I will Shadows will look over towards Antimar and say, "Well, are you gonna go with us, or are you gonna stay back here?"
Antamar smiles and says, dead bodies. Let's go."
I like your attitude.
Yeah, I was just wondering, would you like any zombies or anything to begin with? Like, I wait for zombies to be created. You can just have zombies.
Oh, well, actually, I was going to ask you about that, but yeah, it'd be awesome if I could have a few zombies to swim with.
You could probably take the dwarves I killed on the altar to Loth after the sacrifice.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, there are plenty of dead bodies around Menzel Brands. And now, granted, Loth and the priestesses of Loth aren't big into undead and zombies and such like that. I wouldn't exactly say it's frowned upon, like it is above the surface. You know, they're not into it. They don't, do it a lot, but they're okay if you do. But at the same time, zombies aren't known for climbing up into these trees, and they're quite slow. So do you want to maybe make some out of some elves that you find up at the top that are dead?
Yeah, we better kill them
Oh, yeah.
first and you raise them.
I
Fair
see
enough.
you have servants as well. I hope yours are more useful than mine.
Brains.
I do have a picture of elven zombies somewhere if give me a minute to look for it.
Yours are at least closer to speaking Elven than mine, pesky humans.
Probably more intelligent than those stupid humans anyway. So, alright, so you all push through the dirt, and you're at the foot of this large tree, almost a redwood in diameter, if anybody's familiar with that. I have yet to see the redwoods in real life. Seen the Mississippi River, never crossed it. But giant, 15, 20 feet in diameter. Huge trees descending up way into the heavens, as high as any tallest cavern you've ever seen. These trees are, and then above it, these little pricks of blindingly bright light. It almost hurts your eyes to look at it. Stars, but it's not these drow disadvantaged daylight. But it does, because you're not used to starlight and moonlight. That full moon that strikes above is just it warms your skin as you feel this moonlight bathe over you for the first time,
I
even
say,
though no drow disadvantage.
I say,
Yes.
I say, oh, the sister of love has blessed us this night.
So you're not hidden anymore?
No, of course I'm hidden. I'm in the darkness, but I'm sort of saying to my mind,
Okay. I was wondering if you were speaking
Hiding
to us or to yourself.
speaking to myself.
Okay.
Hiding in the bushes or a clump of leaves or something. There's still plenty of stuff to hide into the woods without requiring absolute darkness. Because
Shadows
to you
will-
all, it's bright daylight. Yes, Shadows.
Shadows will look on to the guys to the right and left of him and say, if we succeed in this quest, I suggest we burn down this forest once and for all.
I can do that. Not with fairy fire.
Nah, we need real fire.
Into Marla.
And as you all, the rest of the drow soldiers will start to spill out behind you, and you can look around every once in a while. Let me see here. Passive perception. Every once in a while, you can see one drow soldier coming out of a woodchuck hole here, there, and thither. That is not the stealthiest of the bunch, because nobody's passive perception is really high. But to you all, this is no big deal. You know that there are drow everywhere, that they're coming out of various and sundry little pockets, because this cavern underneath the earth is a sinkhole waiting to happen. It has been delved out, and you can pop through on occasion as you enter the surface. Yes.
I think I misunderstood you. Is it in the middle of the day now?
It is midnight, near midnight. It does look bright to you, though.
Okay, yeah.
It does
So we would know that this kind of thing soon opens, so it would be the right time now to attack. That's what we're
Correct.
gathering for. Yeah.
Yes. And you can see other drow soldiers starting to scale the trees and silently go up some rope ladders, but you are right in this huge tree, possibly the biggest as you look around of any of the others. The matron Zam led you well, and she will stick her head up as you all exit and be like, "This is the tree. She is up. The entrance is up there, along with probably some priests and other elven gods. Deal with them, then enter the sanctum and slay. I will take position leading these other troops to occupy the garrison." And then she will disappear.
Shadows will start
Back into the
scaling the
dark.
tree.
Okay. Just give me an athletics check.
I'll go behind him.
Okay. And ditto.
But
It's
I
not
rolled a
so difficult.
15 on the dice.
You are scaling without a problem. You
I
might
have
as
a
well have been
plus 8 modifier.
Yeah, don't roll a 1.
28.
There you go.
20,
You are like
25.
freaking.
23, I can't do
You've
math.
heard of such creatures that you emulate before? It's squirrels or something. You've heard of these things that just right up a tree because that's about how well you're climbing it.
I despise them. It's rats.
Yeah, they are too. Rats with big fluffy tails. Grindel hates them. And they're stealing my bloody peaches! Screw squirrels! I'm sorry. I got these peach trees in the backyard and I can just sit there and see these goddamn fucking squirrels just rolling around on my back privacy fence, going into the freaking tree where Grindel can't get them because they never touch the bloody ground. They're taking the peaches. The peaches are like as big as a walnut at the moment. They're not ripe, but the squirrels don't give it. I'm not going to have a damn peach left by the time they ripen because these squirrels are just going to... Okay.
You should
Anybody
hire
else want to
showers.
Let me see. Can I be dexterous to climb the tree?
I'm
Like jump up?
convince me.
Like I wish
Well,
to be.
jumping's athletics too. Convince me.
Hmm.
I'll
See,
go behind.
acrobatics. Acrobatics. I wish to be acrobatic, like a person climbing, like a person who wishes to be very quickly climbing a rope.
Yeah, parkour climbing.
Can I use charisma for
That would
climbing
be
the tree?
athletics also.
Uh,
What should I address?
Can I use charisma for climbing the tree? Because I want to use it.
No. Because I just want to smile real pretty at the tree.
I can help you.
It's not a difficult. Just give me an athletics check. It's not a difficult DC. It's a tree. It's not like slippery or wet or anything. DC 10.
Are
okay.
you approaching the same tree as us, David?
I'm going to approach a different tree. It's stealthily mode. It's stealth mode.
Yeah, so we don't see you
Okay.
yet.
I got a 11.
That's enough. DC 10. You can climb the tree. All right. As you all climb up onto the tree, you can see that there's a platform. And you can just manage to sneak, just push your way through the platform and the tree. Like there's a foot or so, foot and a half. You in full plate armor and such are really going to have to push your way through it. But as you do such, you can, with all your passive perceptions, you can easily hear elf chanting, and you can see a few footprints, so to speak, from the through some slats in the wood of the platform, and
Okay.
you can make out a few elven guards up at the top.
Alright, I'm going to be all ninja-like and jump from tree to tree. If they are close together.
Now you are they are close together. You are, however, about 45 feet away up on another tree, but there is, say, a rope bridge between that tree and this tree. So there will be a passage for you, but you are about 45 feet away at the moment. Yeah, go ahead and everybody give me an initiative.
Alright. I want to be like
and we'll start.
Okay, quick question.
You can, if you want to make an acrobatics or check or something to go tree branch to tree branch like a freaking squirrel, I'll allow that.
Bring out the BB gun for the squirrel.
Yeah. Instead of the rope bridge, I'll allow it. But however, just go ahead and what's your initiative, Belagon?
15.
And
remember
what's
your
initiative?
advantage, Ruben.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Maybe you do better.
Same shit.
15? Okay. And what did you get, Shan?
I got a 25.
Shan, most likely going first. And what did you get, Shadris?
I got 18.
Okay. And Antamar.
20 tree.
Oh, wow.
And quick question. I've been trying to ask this for a few last few moments. As before Antamar crawled up, she was going to cast her first level spell as a 6th level spell, False Life, on herself.
Okay. That gives you how many extra hit points?
Let's see. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a slot of 2nd level or higher, you gain 5 additional temporary hit points for each slot above first. So that's I'm doing it at
25 extra beyond.
yeah, 25 extra
25
plus
extra other than.
yeah plus 1d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So that's 7. So 20. Wait. So 30.
And they're temporary, so they last until expended, right?
Yeah.
And one other question. It's not concentration, is it?
What?
Is it concentration?
It is not.
Okay. You had plenty of time to do this before you climbed the tree. That's 100% okay.
Right.
Alright. And so as you climb the tree, you can all notice that there's 3 elves right before this door that's starting to glow from the moonlight. As the moonlight streams down upon through the tree branches, these etchings in the tree will the bark starts to glow around it, putting what normally would just be like a smooth tree bark, just like the rest of this tree. The moonlight's glowing in it, and the doorway appears and opens in it as there's an elven priest, obviously a priest, standing before it, and on his side are 2 heavily armed elven knights. And Shan, what do you do? You're 45 feet away from this in another tree.
Okay, alright, and so they are 25 feet away from me.
45 feet away from you.
Alright, I'm going to be stealthy and try to get closer without them seeing me. So like jump from like be a fucking ninja and jump from jump to the nearest tree without making any.
Don't you
Give
have
me
to
both an
move it?
acrobatics.
No, acrobatics. Oh yes, I have acrobatics. I am very skillful
Give me
in acrobatics. I
Give me
got
an-
a plus.
an acrobatics to swing around, and a stealth check if you want to remain stealthy because you're moving in a strange way, special.
Yes.
Which I don't blame you. By all means, it's cool. I like it. Okay.
So acrobatics.
Give me both of those rolls.
Yes, I will give you both results in a second.
Okay.
Okay. So for the acrobatics, I got an 18 plus 13, so which is a 30 something. All right. And then for
Like a flying trapeze.
yeah, and then for my stealth, I got a 19 plus 13.
Think there's a flying squirrel up in those trees, for all they know. Okay. Both are very good. Nobody notices you, and you are quite agile and nimbly going from tree to tree,
I just want
branch
to
to branch.
because I want to try and get this assassin's ability off, which is like get a critical hit if they don't see me, which is awesome.
They don't see you.
All
So
right.
you get your normal movement is 30 feet.
Yes, 30 feet. So I move 30 feet, and I get out my short bow.
Mhm.
And get now because they are not since they are unaware of me.
Unaware of anything other than the door opening.
Yeah, I get the you always if you're unaware you get a crit surprise, so that means I get a critical hit automatically.
Yeah.
on,
I'm aware.
on the
You have advantage on the attack roll, and you auto crit.
yes, I
And
also
just
crit.
curious, would you like to take out the priest or one of the heavily armed and armored guards?
I'll take out the priest.
Okay.
And
Go
as
ahead
a
and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay. So that is a. Let's see, that's a 19 plus 9.
That misses. I'm
Or
just fucking
19
with you,
plus.
man. You killed the motherfucker. I'm assuming you killed him, the motherfucker. Give me your damage.
Yeah. Well, my damage is.
You're a new player. I had to mess with you.
Oh, that's fine. My damage is 1d6 plus 5, but since it's a crit, it's 2d6 plus 5.
You get your sneak attack, which is doubled
Yes.
also, so that's
Doubled.
a whole bunch of more d6.
Yes.
What do you got?
Yes.
5d6 for sneak attack, so that's a total of 12d6 plus 5?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
Yeah, that's fireball. Okay.
So he's dead? Or do
Probably, but go ahead and roll those anyway.
Alright, so it's 5d6.
12d6 on the average would be 40 plus 5. 45 damage would be your average.
I do 50 points of damage to that cleric.
You didn't break 65. Yes, he. Would you like to describe how he just suddenly his head explodes or whatever as your arrow? He's
Okay.
dead.
So I'm like in the trees, in the back behind them, like all stealthily and all sneakily, and I see the priest, because I know that priests are very good at healing and helping these guys out, and like I go for the one that does all the backup support, and I just like say, "Hasta la vista, baby," and then I just pull the trigger in the name, and I claim his blood for the dead, the lady of the dead, the lady of the dead, the goddess of dead. I say, "Oh, goddess of death, pray this arrow be true and strong as your victim lays dead." And then and then I do my rogue fleet skill, which is I can take the action to hide again. I think.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
The
Cunning
disengage.
action is what they call it.
Yeah, cunning. I used to wish to use the cunning action to hide in a
Okay.
different location. So do you wish me to re-roll again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but with your plus 13, I'm assuming, unless you roll a 1, you're going to be above the passive perception of these elves.
Yes, I got a 19 plus 13.
Okie dokie doggy daddy.
That's
So that would be pretty much all your turn. So you move 30 feet. Let's just say that you're not quite on the platform, but you're still stuck in some trees, hiding behind some leaves.
Yes. I claim
Okay.
the first victim, Lady of the Death.
Antamar, you're up, and you're muted.
Alrighty. Okay, how far would Antamar be from these elves right now?
Since you were climbing up on the main tray, say 10, 15 feet, your choice, not far. But you're kind of underneath. You'd have to squeeze through, which would be difficult terrain, in a manner. It would use up, like, say, 10 feet of movement just to squeeze through where the tree and the platform area is. It's only, it's real close. I don't know how else to describe it other than the platform that they're standing on, that the tree fort is. It comes up almost to the tree, but not quite. There's areas hither and thither where the tree doesn't grow so well, and they're trying not to hurt the growth of the tree where it's not fully adjacent to it. You can squeeze through.
Okay. All right. What Antamar is going to do, she is going to first squeeze her way through.
Okay.
And then once she gets at the perfect vantage point, she is going to close her eyes, hold out her hands, and cast her Ray of Frost cantrip on the closest elf that's close to her.
Still has a head. Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll.
Okay, let's see. That would be
Spell attack. proficiency plus intelligence plus d20.
That would be 18 total.
Alright. You just bounces off and touches one of their shields. And it frosts up, but otherwise does not affect them.
Alright.
Anything else, sir?
No.
Okay. And next up that would be Shadras.
How far away am I from the closest?
Same thing, 10, 15 feet, but it would take 10 feet of movement to, hell, give it 15 feet for you to squeeze through. You're in heavy armor, are you not?
Yeah, I'm in plate.
Yeah. It'd take 15 feet of movement for half your movement to squeeze through the opening.
And there's
But that's still
about 15 feet left, so I can reach them.
Yeah, still within range.
I'll point towards the closest. I assume there's a guard.
2 knights. One of them has a frosty shield.
Okay, I point towards the guy without the frosty shield, and I say, "You will be my first," and I mark him with a hunter's mark.
Okay.
And I run over and try to swing at him with my greatsword. That's not fair. It wasn't 20 and it rolled off. But it's still 60 on the die, so that's going to be something like a 24 to hit or something.
24 will hit.
Yeah. I can roll the other attack as well, since I'm going to continue to attack the same guy if he doesn't die. The other one will be a 14 plus, that's a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit also.
Okay. First weapon
Full plate and
damage.
shield.
Okay. Will be 10 plus 6. 16 for the first attack. Oh, wait, and the hunter's mark, which will be 3 more, so 19 for the first attack. And
Still up.
yeah, good. And 17 for the second attack. Because I can apply hunter's mark to both, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, then it's 17 for the
You
second
can.
attack. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
You can
just
add,
enough.
You can add 2 because I have a +1 sword, which I haven't added into the calculation.
Well, then 2 over just enough. Would you like to try how you kill this big-ass elven knight?
Yeah, I point at him and I say, "You will be my first kill." And I run toward him with my greatsword, and I swing from like below, as fast as I can through this narrow passage, but I like wiggle my way. And I'll make a great swing with the sword from first down below, cut him in across the chest, and then I bear it down again from the top, and I hit him between the shoulder and the neck, and you can see the sword sinks maybe like 30 centimeters into his body.
Belagon, your turn. Yes, everybody beat these guys, and there's only one elven knight left. And you may be muted, Belagon.
I go up, and I'm gonna attack the only one left. I use dual weapons, so I have 3 attacks.
Yeah.
22 for the first.
That will hit.
I'll roll the 3.
Okay.
22 for the second.
Also a hit. And your bonus action offhand attack.
20 for the last.
All 3 hits, sir, as you waylay into this remaining elven knight, guarding the inner sanctum.
He already takes 12 damage. 15, 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will do it. Because I still have
Yeah, 30.
the flaming part to roll.
He's got 36 hit points total. I believe 15 and 21 equals 36. That will kill him.
Yeah, so 6, 11, 17, yeah. 19. Plus the others, 12. It's 31.
Oh, 31 total?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. Okay, you're probably adding them up as you went along. No, he manages as you slash into him, just a flaming sword, just go into him. He staggers through all 3 hits, and he falls back up against the door of the inner sanctum, his elf blood draining down his body. But he looks at you and he's like, "I shall defend for the immortal! To arms, elves!" As he shouts a warning, and he will sling his long sword at you. Oh, and he'll hit. And he will hit you for... Where's my D8? I'm using home dice now. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As he yells out an alarm to everybody and slashes at you across your studded leather armor.
Nope.
What are you wearing?
Half plate.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, then he manages to... I always hate describing how one hits plate right through your eye socket. I don't know. Whatever. He manages to bang into you, and it doesn't quite break your armor, but it does bruise your shoulder up real well as the weight of the blow goes against you for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And back up to the top of the order as he yells out an alarm to everybody. You can see people... there's almost like a festival appearance going on now that you're up on top, because the opening of the inner sanctum is a big deal around here. And so they suddenly, instead of drinking and carousing and doing other things, are grabbing weapons. But you can also hear, the Drow are at work. But back to the top of the order. Shan.
Alright. Okay.
There's one bleeding elven knight as the door is suddenly starting to look not the moonlight. Okay, go.
Alright, and I'm gonna use my bow again, take aim, and take a pop shot at his back. Like that.
You are hidden, so you still have advantage.
Alright. I got 19 plus 13, so that's 32.
Bam.
Boom. Alright, and I do... What is my weapons damage? Does this still count as a backstab?
Yeah, you can sneak attack anything you have advantage on, and you also have a friend, an ally. I don't want to say friend, an ally, in melee with the guy. So
12
you get your sneak attack 2 ways.
Okay. 12
It's not an auto crit though.
No.
It's not an auto crit.
So it's 5d6, isn't it? 66, yeah. 66.
66 total plus 5.
Yeah.
Which mostly is enough to kill him.
So
If you rolled all ones, it would be enough to kill what little hit points he has left after Belagon waylaid into him with his flaming swords. So you kill him.
I do 24 piercing damage to him.
Alright, let's describe how this arrow slays this guy who's
Okay.
flaming wounds.
So Robson, as he thinks I'm gonna get honor for killing this elf and prove my worth, and also the rogue steals his mighty glorious he steals or takes his honor away from him by killing this elf. I steal his victory of killing a wood elf by an arrow going through the back of into his neck and piercing it out of his out on the other side, and he just collapses on the floor.
Also, I was thinking, how do you have a plus 13 to hit? You should have a plus 5 dex, plus 4 proficiency bonus, that's 9. Then, I don't know, is it a magic weapon? That should be like 10?
Oh yeah, so no, plus 9, yeah. 10. Plus 10, yeah. Magic weapon, sorry.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. I just done my maths wrong.
It's
Sorry.
alright.
Plus 10, yeah.
Alright. I was just curious. And
Yes, it's a magic bone.
as he goes, this
Yeah.
final arrow, this final knight dies. You can see the moonlight filtering through the
Guys?
trees that has the doorway to open. Yes, Robin,
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm sorry, I was trying to speak earlier, but my headphones are messing up today. I didn't mean to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
Okay. As the final elf dies, moonlight streaming through the trees that causes the appearance of a doorway starts to fill in, and suddenly the whole thing is now just a silvery glowing doorway into this tree. And it's opaque, you can't really see through it, but it is a shimmering field of force. And next on our agenda is Antamar. Would you like to enter the shimmering field of force?
Not quite yet. How many dead bodies are there close to me right now?
Oh yeah, that's right, there are 3.
Perfect. I am going to expend a 4th level spell slot to cast. Let me find it again. Animate Dead.
Animate dead.
Yep. And I will be animating the 3 corpses that's right by me. Everyone sees Animar get a real devilish look on her face as the last of the 3 elves fall lifeless. She starts rubbing her hands together and says, "Ah, yes, beautiful dead bodies." As she holds out her hands starts to I guess you could say glow with a black aura. As she holds her hands towards the 3 dead bodies, darkness pretty much shoots from her hands, enters each of the 3 dead bodies, and you just see the 3 bodies just slowly get up and walk towards her. As she says, "Come to me, my children."
Brains. Sorry. Yes, they do such. They obey your every word. They are cool zombies. Or maybe not so cool. Oh, and just FYI, you may replace the normal zombie traits, at least the armor class. They have full plate. The 2 knights have full plate and shield and a longsword, if you'd like for them to attack that way. Other than that, they'd have a D8 damage plus whatever the zombie strength is. But they would still be, in the armor and shield, so they could have a 20 armor class if you so want.
Okay.
And the priest is wearing chainmail, no shield,
Okay.
staff. Brain.
And after that, after she raises the 3 bodies, she just slowly reaches into this shimmering light or whatever, and just slowly steps in.
Okay, as you enter the shimmering field of force, you are suddenly little permanent, kind of like very underdark for you, permanent fairy fire type candlelight lights your way down this corridor, heading down. It smells very earthen, musky at the moment. If anybody entered it before, it would have been a stale, dank earth, but now it is a good, rich earth. You could grow quite well in here, but it's the wood, the tree. All right, stop. Speak. The stairs go down, spiral the tree, and the smells of dank earth penetrate your nose, and it's quite, even to Drow, it's quite good and nurturing and loving, like you could grow great things from the soil here. It is infatuated with life, infested in every corner. Growth and living goes down. And then next up, that's just as you enter. Next up will be Shadras.
Just a question. I overlooked something.
Okay, what'd you overlook?
Improved Divine Smite. By 11th level, you are so suffused with Righteous Might that all your melee weapon strikes carry Divine Power with them. So I get an extra
that's nice.
D8 with all my attacks, in addition.
Yes. Yeah, you do. That's cool. I played a 11th level Paladin, and Oath of the Ancient Swarming Paladin. Okay.
What Shadows will
I thought
do?
about
He will... Huh?
I thought about multi-classing in that game, but I was like, 11th level, what do I get for 11th level Paladin that I would be missing? Oh, hell no, I ain't skipping that. I'm going straight Paladin. Yeah.
What Shadows will do, he will look at Belagon and say, well, it seems that the Shadow Stalker just disgraced you by taking your kill. And he will look at this resurrected body starting to dance around and say, never seen dancing deads before. I hope you can control them. And he will walk towards the opening as well.
Okay.
I don't know how far in I can get.
Well, how far in would you like to go? Would you like to descend your full movement down?
Yeah.
Because you're standing relatively right by the opaqueness. Okay.
I'm in seek and destroy mode, so I will go as far as I can or until I see an enemy or possible enemy.
Okay. All right, say you dash. If you dash, you are almost at the very bottom of the staircase. You can see the bottom of the staircase.
I wouldn't dash. I would only do the normal move, and I would wait for the others, and I'll do the what's it called? The where you're waiting for
dodge.
The dodge move thing.
Ready.
I dodge.
Dodge in case somebody attacks you, or ready in case something comes up to a whack at it. Or something comes up to whack at you.
I'll do the dodge.
Okay. And that'll take us to Belagon.
I'll answer to Shiraz. Don't worry, I have something prepared for her.
If you can see me, that is.
You're outside, you're not here. You have to come in here, remember? I'll just use my movement near Shiraz as far as I can.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can get down. You can be standing, say, right behind them, relatively, and take the dodge action also. Or would you like to ready to whack anything that appears you?
I'll like to ready.
Okay.
A spell.
Oh, really? What spell would you like to ready? Or maybe like a prepared casting of the spell, such as Adamar did with his false life before y'all climbed the tree.
No, I'll just have attack spells. I'll prepare like a witch bolt.
Fair enough. In case something appears within range.
130
Okay, Shan.
30 feet.
Okay, so I see everyone going into the... Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. And
okay.
yes.
And so as she sees everyone going into the entrance, she acrobatically jumps onto the platform where they all were standing and stays about 40 feet away from the entrance in stealth mode.
Okay.
So I put in chat what my stealth is, so if anyone wants to try and beat their perception, they can. There you go. That is my stealth right now.
Nobody on the other side of the portal.
Yes. There you go.
There's no one on the other side of the portal, so nobody's going to see you.
Yeah. Well, I just saw my friends go in, so I sort of stealthily stay behind and then walk in when I'm ready.
Okay. Next, Adamar. You're near the top with your zombies.
Alrighty, Adamar is going to slowly walk down the stairs. Let's see. Who's all around her right now, party-wise?
You know that you have zombies following you, and just a little bit farther down on the stairs is both Belagon and Shadress.
Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. What? Since those two are okay. Remind me whose character is whose. My mind is completely blank right now.
Okay, Robin and Ruben are up in front of you, way down the stairs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're about halfway down. You're still near the top of the stairs with your zombies. And David is outside with the bow, just kind of chilling, waiting, I suppose.
Alrighty. Adamar tells his her three zombies to follow her, as she slowly descends down the stairs. And as she does, what she is going to be doing, she is going to cast Polymorph on. Actually, no. She's going to wait. She's going to ready her polymorph spell as she slowly ascends down the stairs with her zombies.
What's the trigger for enacting it?
Let's say it's a concentration spell.
What's the trigger? Like you're readying in case of.
It's dealing with her mission, her other mission and all that good stuff from her matron.
But
Okay.
just be aware, Robert, if you prepare a spell and you set a trigger and the trigger isn't met, you still lose the spell slot.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to assume because he didn't cast it.
No.
He didn't.
It's
he was
it's
ready
in
to, but he didn't.
like book-wise. If you prepare a spell and the spell trigger isn't hit, you still expend the spell slot because you start doing the arcane ritual thing. It kind of sucks for spells.
I can see that.
All right.
I can see that.
Okay. Well, what the spell's trigger is going to be when her chosen target goes into battle, then it'll be cast, and it's aiming for the armor of said person or persons.
Polymorph doesn't affect armor, like inanimate objects, correct? It's only creatures.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, then.
You have other spells to change object.
I like in first edition they had polymorph in any object. That was cool. There's probably one in this one. I just haven't noticed it yet. And your character would definitely know that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then instead of polymorph, she is going to ready her blight spell. Same trigger and everything. For when they go into.
Here's just a thought for you. If you have polymorph, what's keeping you from polymorphing one of the crappy zombies into something, I don't know, cooler? Well, it's only character rating of the polymorph creature, right? So you couldn't turn a zombie into a giant ape or anything, right? To a big bear. It'd have to be zombie level.
This spell transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Your zombie would be willing?
Oh, yeah. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating.
Okay, so it's just a normal zombie?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Quarter quarter challenge rating. Why bother polymorphing it into freaking,
But it
I
but
don't
it
know, a
has an
wolf?
AC of it has an AC of 20 though.
Yeah, so it's a little better than your regular zombie. And let me see here. I'm looking at the zombie right now. Slams, +3 would be the same to hit target. Damage would be 1d8 +1. Slashing, because it's got long swords. So that would be
Actually,
better too than a
if
regular
you
zombie.
if you are the necromancer thing, you add your proficiency modifier and some mumbo jumbo to the spells to the zombies' attack stuff as well. You boost
Oh,
them
so
with your. They have quite a good attack actually.
that would be even better then.
Nice.
Is their strength is +1, your proficiency modifier sports, that would be +5 to hit for a d8 plus, I don't know, 1 strength slashing longswords. Never mind. Okay. So you're readying a blight in case anybody enters combat. A specific
Correct.
individual enters combat. Shall remain
Correct.
nameless.
Correct.
Okay. And that would be you. Next will be nothing. Shadress.
What do I see?
You see the corridor. You are about halfway down the corridor. Well, not corridor. The staircase, spiraling staircase down the center of the tree, and you can, if you look carefully over the edges and the railings and such, you can see the bottoms about your normal movement away.
Okay. I now have the company of Belagon not far away from me.
It's right. Belagon is right beside you or behind you.
Yeah, I'll
Oh, and just
move.
FYI,
hmm
just FYI for everybody, all Drow are never. I mean, I'm not saying that you're surprised, but they are always aware of an attack possibly coming. I'm not saying you can't surprise them. I'm just saying.
No, the reason I
Yeah.
ask is due to Belagon informing me about his sword's abilities. I don't want to
Oh,
stray
yeah.
too far away from him, so I think I'll only walk up 20 feet. Unless I see something, I will wait there for the rest of the group.
Okay. That gives you about 10 feet from the bottom of the staircase. So you're very close. You can see the bottom, and it's the staircase at the bottom is, instead of a corridor going, instead of stone as the staircase is heading down, it is just good black earth, but very hard. It appears like almost as hard as stone, although it is as black as earth. And you can kind of see little fairy fire torches lining a corridor heading down past this bottom of the staircase. And on either side, you can possibly make out, could that be a wooden slab of a crypt, a coffin thing on the walls? Possibly. You don't know, because it's, unless you'd like to make any sort of religion check on how these surface elves deal with.
I guess I can spend my action on that instead of taking the dodge then. I'll do a religion because I would like to know what kind of mumbo jumbo this is. I rolled a 7, which is not so good. It's going to be a total of 11.
Those scummy surface elves probably bury their dead in trees.
Better burn them down.
And Belagon.
I'm
You
gonna
can.
try to check what Shadras saw. Make the religion
Okay.
check.
Yeah, if you follow him down, you can also kind of look around as you're almost at the very bottom. You could make it to the bottom if you wanted. You only move 20 feet instead of his full
I'm
movement.
gonna check that first, then I'll
Okay.
come on down. 17. in the religion
Not
section.
only do those damn surface elves, scummy things, bury their dead in trees, you know that back in the day, at the very beginning, the trees grew from the elves. And that this is probably some of the first elven crypts are associated, and that's what kind of fuels the growth of this tree since it is so huge.
Okay, then I'll use the rest of my movement to go down.
Okay. Ah, finally, somebody. And at the bottom, you can see about another 50 feet down this corridor with those little wooden slabs on either side intermittently, which are ornate, carved with pictures of birds and other forest animals and trees and such, glowing in the moonlight. This beautiful, almost ghostly elf maid at the end of the corridor, up on a dais, and she will look over at you and be like, "Ah, you Drow kin, my ancestors who split and followed the spider. Do you wish to be redeemed, or do you wish to find death?" And you may answer.
I may answer. She's an elf, right?
She appears elf, but not like normal elf.
But not a drow.
Oh,
Anyway,
definitely not a drow. No, definitely not a drow. She is the first elf. Almost
point.
ghostly in a manner. Like,
I was wondering how can I sneak down the stairs like behind everyone?
you can be fairly stealthy, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, I can stick to the shadows and stay way in the back and like
Okay.
keep stealthy.
Right, it'll be your turn just as soon as he tells me what he would like to respond to Belagon.
I'll point my sword at her, and I tell her, I'm not the one who's going to die.
I am immortal. We elves are immortal, except for your kin who shun the light into the darkness and follow the spider. Only you find death naturally. Or have you come here for your death?
I came here to kill
And
you.
then,
Go test your
oh,
immortality.
well, fucking A. We've already rolled initiative. Awesome. But next up in the initiative roll, I want to say, what would she do? Because she is next in the initiative roll. What would she do in response to that?
Transform into something awesome because she's
Huh?
probably a druid. No.
Transform to a fairy. Those are really good.
Why would she transform? Oh, I gotta stop sharing to put my buttons to switch to something else. That sucks. And anyway, it will be. She'll just kind of. Let's just say that conversation was her turn. I don't want to kill you yet. Belagon. Shan, it is your turn.
Okay.
Last we spoke, you were.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
No.
You were still quite a bit from the door though. So if you want to.
Stealth down. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be sneaky.
I'm trying to think how far could you make it down.
Alright, I'm gonna be stealthy. Alright, and I put my stuff in the chat.
Don't you
How
have
stealthy?
to? Don't you have to move at half speed to remain stealthy?
Yes, I do. But I'm stealthing down the stairs,
Okay, yeah.
and I got a 13 in my stealth.
Okay. Next up will be Adamar. Who may be
All right.
muted.
Yep. Nope. I'm here. Admar is gonna make her way down the stairs and into where this strange elf is. And
Oh yeah.
as she look,
If the wizard's up there, you'll probably see like a shadowy figure just go past you.
No, you're going down, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going down. If the lady wizard was still near the doorway, she probably would have noticed some sort of shadowy figure go past her.
No, I think she descended a little bit first time.
yeah,
Okay.
she did.
On her ready, she descended down a bit.
Okay.
And she finishes descending down and goes into the area. She looks at the strongest of her zombies and pretty much tells it to be ready. Then she looks at the other two and pretty much just tells them all the same. They tell them to be ready.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's what she should have done. All right, and next up will be give me a Constitution saving throw, Belagon.
Belagon,
Yeah.
you are fortunate enough to be close by me, aren't you? You're within 10 feet of my character.
I
He
go
is.
all the way down, so I guess so.
Then you can
Yes.
add 4 to your saving throw.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then 15 plus 10, 25.
19.
25. It's just
Okay.
the Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes. Because of that, suddenly, yeah. If you you got a total, you got over 20, right?
I got a total of 25.
Yeah. So you make it. You make your saving throw, but suddenly those wooden coffin-like lids that are lining the walls themselves, these spirits come shredding out of them and just wrap and roll around you, and you take 26 points of necrotic damage on a made saving throw as they
Ouch.
eat at your soul and then descend back in and then fly back into their respective coffins. Shadris, your turn.
From what just happened, would it be a good chance that Shadras would understand that it was the elven thing controlling the spirits?
Seems quite reasonable.
Okay. Then Shadras will point towards the elven figure and say, "You're next in line." And I will walk down and start attacking her.
Well, she's 30 feet down the corridor, so you were still 10 feet up.
So she okay, she wasn't just at the ground level.
No, she's still at the ground level. The corridor goes on with those wooden.
Yeah, because I was 10
probably.
feet away from the bottom. I thought she was just at the bottom, which is further away. Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
I'll still mark her with my hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark.
Yeah. Since I already had it and I haven't taken damage, I still have it active for up to an hour. But oh, wait a second. I might actually have something I can do.
Okay. It's a bonus action to switch your mark.
Yeah, but I wasn't aware she was that. I just need to see. Yeah, I'm not going to switch that mark. I'm just going to let the hunter's mark die, if that's okay.
Okay.
And I'll cast haste on myself instead.
Ah, okay, cool.
So I have double movement speed.
Nah.
I'll bounce over towards her, but since haste is an action to cast, I can only do like the additional attack from hastes this round. So that's gonna be.
Oh, you can.
Huh?
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I used my regular action to cast the spell haste on myself. And haste
Okay.
gives you an additional action, but that action is only for a one-weapon attack, a dash, disengage, or hide, or use an object. So I'm going to use the action granted by haste to do one attack, but I used my other actions for casting a spell, so instead of having 3 attacks, I only have 1 attack now.
Okay.
And I roll a 19, so a 28 to hit.
I believe that will hit.
Cool. Then it's first 2d6, which I will reroll both with my Great Weapon Mastery thing. 6 plus 7, 13, plus the Radiant thing, which is 8. So 21 damage, and 8 of those are Radiant if it counts for anything.
I mean, you would think so, but not vulnerable, and at the same time, not resistant to anything, as long as they're magical.
I wasn't fishing for anything, I was just informing.
Yeah, I know. Damages. Oh, that's something else. Okay. 21 points of damage total? Wow.
And I have an AC of 20.
She may reach out and touch you. Belagon.
How many coffins are there?
Several. Just FYI, the spirits coming out of it. Let's say there's one every 5 feet. There's 30 feet down the corridor. So that would be 6 on each side, 12 total.
Okay. Just a question for the others. What if we destroyed the coffins?
Out of character? I'm not sure if Michael just uses as flavor, but it's something that like my character would think was a good thing to do.
Yeah, because they come back in, so they must need it for something. Okay, then I'll go right into the middle of them and I'll cast a fireball right where I am.
Fucking A!
With the
Amen, brother!
careful spell.
Alright,
So
everybody give me a freaking dexterity saving throw.
No,
You're
I
not
used
a,
the careful spell.
invoker, are you?
Careful spell, no one of us has to do any save.
Oh, you
Oh,
sculpted.
okay. Alright. I was like, fucking A, man! Fireball everybody! I'm okay with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so only they have to make a dexterity saving throw?
It's just her if it catches her, and the damage is to the coffins.
Let's just assume that you catch her. And it also... Destroying on again. She's got crappy dexterity saving throws. Oh, fucking elf doesn't have a good saving throw. Your DC is...
It's 15.
She makes it! She makes it, but she doesn't matter. She's still going to take some fire damage, right?
Yeah, 36 damage total. So if she passes, half damage.
She made it at 18. Yeah. Wow, she is hurt. The flames erupt, and you can see little singes on the coffins. And yeah, she is aggravated as crap.
Ooh.
Anything else for you?
I don't think I can do anything else. I already moved. 50 feet
Yeah.
east, and I used that
So
action.
you moved. So you moved halfway towards her. You're only 15 feet away from her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. And it'll be her turn, and you will see her, the flames just singeing all around, and she flips through a book, looking for something real quick, because while she had looked at it earlier and she thinks this is how it works, she's not so convinced now.
I think Fireball reads that items which are not worn will catch a fire, so her spellbook burns up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if it's a flammable object.
That was
it's
just
supposed to-
flavor as I'm sitting here looking at a book.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
But the coffins have burned up, right?
yeah, the coffins, I wouldn't say they burned completely, but they are singed, and you can see little bits of fire here and there.
Okay.
PR. I really think it's no save, it just fucking happens.
What we didn't know was that the elves were actually really early out with covering their coffins with asbestos in case of fireballs. So
Oh, and
fire
if you want
resistant.
to kill this paladin, just cast a kill spell on him. There you go. He's dead. I'm so evil. I'm helping the GM.
Well, that's what I was looking at. If
Yeah,
the
his
creature
voice.
you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. Belagon, do you have less than 100 hit points?
I never had more than 100 hit points. You didn't give us enough levels for that.
Sorry. Belagon. She reaches out, and then because that flame starts around, she'll look at you and she'll be like, Abracadabra! Power word kill.
And
You
your
fall
character.
to the ground.
She can
lifeless.
do that? Wasn't she fighting with Shadraz?
She is.
Doesn't she take an attack or anything?
Nope.
Verbal.
Voice. Verbal.
Verbal.
Okay.
Do you have Mage Slayer feat for
And it-
Chance
no,
Heroes?
No.
No, in 5th edition you don't get the opportunity attack for doing stuff, unfortunately.
That's okay. Somebody has a healing potion.
No, he's permanently dead. He's dead.
Not permanently dead. Oh, I'm say you're just at 0. I'll have you make saving throw, death saves and everything, and you can get a heal. You're not permanently. I'm a nice GM. I'm just going through her spell list.
You can have him dead without saving throws as well. I have it covered, unless you kill me this round as well.
Well, that was her action. So we go back to the top of the order with Shan. You're still about halfway down the stairs.
Alright, that's still be stealthy. Stealthy. Towards the
Okay.
entrance of the
If you'd like to use your bonus action dash while maintaining stealth, you can be at the bottom of the stairs and see that beautiful little lady. Just abracadabra, and you could hear that. It was quite powerful. You can hear that even at the top of the stairs.
Alright, I'm still stealthy. And yeah, I get down to the bottom of the stairs. Do you want me to roll for stealthiness?
Sure.
Alright. I'll put it in the chat so you know what my stuff is. There you go.
Are there things to hide behind down here? Isn't it just a plain room?
You're in a corridor. How can you hide behind something? Unless
You got a point there.
I hide in darkness.
You need to be obscured to hide from us.
Yeah, I can hide in the shadows.
You do
I
need
can
something to hide from.
I think all of us can see in darkness.
No, I mean it's like if we're in a room and there's probably
It's
shadows.
But with your superior dark vision, it's the fairy fire type torches are enough to make it bright lit to everybody who has good dark vision, especially Drow who have excellent dark vision.
Yes, but if you wish to see me, you still got to do a passive perception check because I'm hiding.
No,
I'm stealthy.
no, you can't hide when we see you. It's like if I
How?
stand in front of you, I can't
How?
hide.
How?
You need
How?
to go out of our vision in order to do a stealth roll.
I'm way behind you. You're in
Yeah,
front of me.
but when you walk out in front of us, we can see you without doing any checks because you
But I'm
are
not
in
in
plain
front of you.
sight.
But I'm not in front of you. You're in the hallway.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But you are not obscured if people look towards you at this moment. Was what I was asking.
But they have to do a perception check to see if they can see me because I'm in the shadows.
We see in shadows.
We see shadows.
Yeah, but you still got to do the passive. You still got to do the passive perception to see if I'm hiding, if you can
If
see me or
you're
not.
if you're in bright light in an open room, can't I see you even if you try to hide?
Depends on how bright the room is.
Come on, man. Unless I'm blind, I'm gonna
Right?
be able to see
All
you.
right.
Stealth
Depends
is
what
not for
Uh,
depends what
as
the
idiots.
light is
described,
shut.
the room has. Stop! Everybody, stop. Okay. The room would be dimly lit to a human. To our normal human eyes, we would see it as this dimly lit fairy fire. However, with your superior drow dark vision, these little permanently fairy fire torches echoing on the walls by the wooden coffins that are embedded into the dirt walls make it quite bright. You can be hidden as long as you are out of line of sight above where the stairs come down into this long corridor. It's a 30-foot wide corridor. Well, it's 30 foot long, maybe about 10 feet wide, with wooden coffins embedded into the dirt on either side.
And that's
Now,
where
if
I'll be.
you can remain hidden as long as you continue up to go up beyond the stairs to where the angle keeps them. But if you want to come down to see her, to target her, you would then be seen by everybody. Unless you want to spend an action casting darkness, in which case nobody, not even you, can see in or out of it.
No,
Well,
I'm staying. I'm staying in the shadows of the staircase. So
actually,
in other words, like I'm not going to be standing in a doorway. There's no way I'm going to be standing in a doorway. So I'm going to stand in the darkness. Then I'll probably, when it comes to my round, then I'm going to do my actions. Because it took me a dash to get to the location, to get
okay. So
to
you
the
want to
road.
be just outside of sight of all that. Just
Yes.
like a little bit up the stairs to where you
Yes.
can only see down at the bottom of the corridor, but you can't see at the end where
Yes.
Shadress is fighting the Immortal.
Yes.
And I believe that the person who's up next is also in that general direction. Let's say he saw you when you wished by him to dash down to get all the way down. But he is also right at the top of the stairs. Or, I'm sorry, right at the edge where he can just see down into that corridor. And you're now up. Uh,
Alrighty.
you're just like 10 feet up the stairs. You can just see not quite where she is, but if you go 10 feet down, you're at the bottom, 30 feet away from her. You're just at the top. Pretty much,
Oh.
you feel this presence breathing on the back of your neck, but 33 stealth, you don't see it.
Alrighty. Yeah, she is going to go down, all the way down the stairs.
Okay.
And since she does have her spell action ready, trigger time.
Sure.
Alrighty. So let me do the roll for that real fast. That would be. That would be 21 total.
Spell attack. That would hit.
Yep. Alrighty. That does. Crap. Was it 8d8 of necro? Yeah. 8d8 of necrotic damage. So there's. Total of 42 necrotic damage.
Wow. I like that. As this black. Describe your attack on her.
Okay. When she sees her intended target in mid battle with the Immortal, she grins as she just opens up her mouth. This huge ball of black nasty Icarus-looking gonk just shoots out and smacks Shiraz right in the back of the head, dealing 42 necrotic damage.
You traitorous wizard!
Anything for my lady.
42 damage?
You know,
Yep.
could have. I think the Immortal's going to live. Fellas. No offense. Okay, layer action. Adamar. This this misty root, vine type thing just seeps out of the ground and wraps around you. And you can feel, as it latches onto you, you can feel this kinship with the Immortal. You feel what she feels. You see what she sees, sort of, in a manner. You feel a kinship with her. You are tied to her mystically through this thing. Shadras!
Question.
Your turn.
I had something planned, but I might do something different now. When
Fair
it
enough.
comes to
Do whatever you feel like.
when it comes to Lord Belagon, will he be doing death saving throws, or is he dead?
He will be doing death saving throws. He is not dead. I'm not that mean to just say, by the way, you're dead. I don't like that. It did say you die, but whatever.
Okay.
Death saving throws.
Well, then I'll walk kind of fast towards the wizard.
Alright, you don't have to dash or anything. The corridor's 30 feet. If she was,
Okay.
she moved all the way down to the corridor to see you at the edge, you can.
Was-
However, you would
you-
provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I was asking if I was wanting to ask if she left my side as she was trying to kill this fighter thing, or if we're still engaged.
You are still engaged. She has not moved. The only thing she has done is shouted abracadabra at Belagon. And the tether thing to the death mage was a layer action, not her. She has not moved. She is still in melee with you.
I get it. I'll use my bonus action from haste to disengage.
Okay.
And I'll run over.
And beat the wizard?
Yeah. And I'll just need to check something.
I've got his armor class and passive perception and everything right here.
Yeah. I don't think you need his passive perception. I think he will be able to see me. I'm not trying to hide.
He does have 3 zombies surrounding him, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use my Vow of Enmity on him.
Okay.
As
Is that
he
an
actually
action?
is. It's a bonus action. I can reroll attacks towards him.
Okay. You get 2 bonus actions because of the haste type thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
I have that. This is the only bonus action I used. The other thing was the
disengage.
actual. Yeah, that was the actual action that haste grants me, and I have my normal 2 attack actions left.
Okay.
So the first attack's gonna be an 8 and an 18. So I'll pick the 18. So that's
That will hit.
26.
That will hit.
And the next
Damage?
one's gonna be. I'll just roll both. Oh fuck! I rolled an 18 and a 19, but I'm not getting a 20, which is kind of good actually, since it's towards the player. So it's a 27. And it's gonna be for the first attack. It's gonna be 15 plus 23. Where 8 of those are radiant. No, that's damage. 23 damage for the first attack that hit. And for the
I'm
second
assuming radiant
one,
doesn't.
I don't think it has anything to say, but you need to ask Robert. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Robert,
Uh,
does 23 slashing versus radiant damage mean anything different to you?
No.
And you may be muted while I'm asking you this. Okay.
And it's gonna be. Let me see. I rolled kind of good, but I think I'll gonna use a spell slot to add some damage. So I just need to look up what the thing is called because I think that it says whenever you hit a creature, if you also use your divine smite with an attack, you add this damage to the extra damage of your smite. Okay, yeah, I'll divine smite for 1 level as well then. So it's 25
that'll be an
plus
extra 2d8.
8. Fuck. It was 25 and 2d8s in addition, and I rolled 8 and 3. So that's 11. That's
11, 36.
36 on the second attack.
So how much damage did you total do to the wizard?
36 plus
Adamar?
23.
That would be 49 points, 59 points of damage, Adamar.
$59.
Adamar.
All right. Yeah, I heard. All I have to say is thank goodness. I casted false life on myself.
Yeah. That was like 30 some odd hit points, wasn't it?
Yeah, it helps
Yeah,
a lot.
You're
31.
up.
31 so minus. That brings me down to alrighty.
You treacherous bastard, casting spells on my back while I'm in the midst of battle. You could at least have waited until we had slayed a common foe.
Oh, man, she gonna live. She gonna live.
She laughs and then says, "I tell you what, we will finish our quarrel after this bitch is dead. Until then, no friendly fire."
Well, wait, that's all I gotta say on that one, buddy. You know, I'm not telling you what your character should or should not do, but Belagon, give me a death save, please, sir.
20.
13.
You are good. One to the good, Belagon. One to the good. And it will be her turn. And I switch books again as I look up something real quick. I'm sorry. I should have been more familiar with herself. And what she will do is she will start rubbing her hands together and then enchanting. And it's not elvish. It's something more arcane and old than that. Which, if anybody speaks dragon, is very green
I
dragonish.
do.
Oh,
I
really?
speak Draconic. Yes,
She is
I'm
summoning
bloodline.
the she is summoning the forces of nature, and suddenly out of these wooden panels, this is just a flavor thing, this green fog cloud starts emanating all around, and I'm looking in the book to see what the everybody give me everybody in the bottom, meaning Shadras and Adamar, give me a Constitution saving throw, poison. I'm just looking at the area of effect real quick.
You're kind
As
of
Alrighty.
you're kind of bad today, Michael. We have a dying player you're affecting with the area of effect spell.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to take one, but I don't. Is he breathing? Does it matter? Does Cloud Kill allow for a breathing character? Range 120 feet. 20-foot radius sphere. So
And-
she's going to it'll be everything except right up towards her will be filled with this noxious chemicals.
That might even affect the assassin, though. If it's 120
It will
feet.
move in his direction. Well, the range is 120 feet.
Okay. What was the saving throw?
It'll be a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 20,
Oh man.
I think. Maybe 19.
I rolled a 12.
Do I have to make it too?
Alrighty, and with my Warcaster feat, I get advantage on all Constitution saving throws.
Concentration, not Constitution. Concentration saving
Oh,
throws.
concentration.
There's a slight difference. Yes.
Oops.
But you will have to take it now. Actually, you have to take. No, you don't have any concentration spells. I'm just joking.
Oh.
But was the DC 18 or 19, Michael?
20.
Oh, it was 20. Okay.
And I
had
rolled really
18,
low.
you
So
see.
if you make your saving throw, you take 10 points of poison damage. If you fail your saving throw, you take 20 points of poison damage. As this cloud fills the room and creates it's hard to see through. It is really hard to see through. It is now obscured. This whole bottom corridor, and it is moving away from her.
Michael,
And that would be it. Yes.
I rolled a 12 for my concentration check.
Half
for my
damage or
haste.
10. You made it.
Not for
You
the
keep
for the
your
haste.
concentration. You keep your concentration.
Yeah.
This round.
Until further notice.
So is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I step to the opening of the door and then cast darkness in the room. Everyone is now at a disadvantage, and they have to do a roll 1d8 to see where they're going.
It is just FYI. It is already obscured heavily due to this cloud of noxious vapors that has just emanated in this whole area. You can no longer see the Immortal due to the fact this green cloud has come across the whole area.
Yeah, but I
You
can't.
can possibly make out. Okay.
So even she has to do the 1d8 randomize unless she has true sight.
She does.
Yeah, nobody gives a fucking potion to the guy on the floor.
I know! Fucking Drow. Bastards. Every one of them.
And then I'll
Okay, it's darkness. It is now dark. What's the area of effect of this? Just FYI, it is a 30-foot corridor from the bottom of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So where in this corridor would you like to cast it? And just FYI, you can't really see well into this misty vague of darkness anyway. I mean, not darkness, but green, misty, cloud kill, fog, bank. Bang. Oh, and just FYI, if you enter down into it, give me a constitution. I'm assuming you don't want to enter the misty cloud of...
No. So I just cast it.
Come on, man.
Nope.
Okay.
I cast it 30 feet in front of me.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'll hide again.
Michael.
Yes, sir.
I made my save earlier, as I grant the bonus to save to myself as well. So I'm just going to adjust my HP if that's okay.
Oh,
As I rolled an 18 and I have +4.
DC's 20, that would make it. So you only took 10 points of poison damage?
Mm-hmm.
And your DC for your concentration check, which you made anyway, is still minimum 10, so you made it. Alright, so you're going to run back up out of sight. Well, actually, you don't even... It's obscured due to the fog cloud. Nobody can really see you.
Yep.
Did you cast the darkness?
Okay.
Yes, I did. I cast it 33. I cast it 33. I cast it 30 feet in front of me, whereabouts I can see into the fog. Doesn't matter where. Just pinpoint it at a ceiling or a floor somewhere.
And what's the area of effect of the darkness?
30 feet. No, 15 feet radius.
50 feet radius, yeah. And then I'll step away from the stairs into the shadows, and then ready my bow. And I hide again, so I'm hiding in the shadows. So I got
Ready your bow. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's not an action, it's just a thing. Adamar,
that's my stealth again.
let me look. Is it at the beginning of your turn if you're in the fog cloud? The cloud kill? You create a 25 radius sphere of poisonous gas. It lasts for the duration, which is a long time or until a strong wind. When a creature enters a spell for the first time, okay, so let's just say this was the first time that you took your damage. No more extra damage on your fog cloud. Adamar, what do? You're in melee with this guy who you just hit, and he hits you. This fog cloud just suddenly appears out of nowhere
Plus
and it
darkness.
hurts and burns. And you're just on the edge of the darkness spell. Where he did it 30 feet, you were only halfway there, so you're right on the edge. It's dark in front of you. If you could really see in front of your hand with this misty bank of fog cloud, but if you could, you couldn't because it's dark.
Okay.
What do you do?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, what she is going to do is, this might take her entire action, reach into her little bag of holding, rummage around as quick as she can, and pull out her matron's sword. And
Yes.
yes. And would that be my whole action right there? Reaching in and grabbing the sword?
Pulling out a sword? No,
Yeah.
no. You're just drawing a weapon. It's a kind of a free action in a manner. I'm looking to see if your zombies are immune to poison. I think they are. I think they are. But continue. And you can also have your zombies do whatever you want.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that, actually. Okay, let's see. Let me read this real fast.
Immune to poison, they are.
Nice. Alrighty, okay, I am going to move 30 feet in front of me, forward, to hopefully get out of the fog. Or not the fog, but the darkness.
By moving forward, you can get out of the fog, but you are now in darkness completely. The darkness is all the way at the end of the corridor, 15 feet away, so it's either in darkness or not. Your choice. Or you can flee back up the stairs. But just FYI, the cloud's going that direction.
Yeah, I know.
And plus the darkness is there as well.
I'm going to
the darkness is at the opposite end of the corridor.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take the risk and go into the darkness.
Cast magic missile. Okay.
If only
that
had
would
that
be your
Guys? Hello?
Yes, Robin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Hear
My
you, Robin.
headset is... Every time I mute my headset, I'm not able to unmute it. I hate
That would
to be
be an
this guy,
opportunity
Robert,
attack.
because...
Unless
Yeah, I wouldn't do this, but are you disengaging when you move away from me?
Oh crap! I forgot about
you
that.
are in melee. That would be your action to disengage, if you wish.
You know
would
what?
he? Since you offered truce, would he accept your truce? Would he not? Ooh, dilemma.
Yes. Question: would Shiraz accept the temporary truce or not?
Y'all gonna die.
You will have to find out yourself, but I'm just going to paste into the chat something I wrote in character description.
He has always been a
Yeah.
manipulative and power-hungry
Kind of
individual.
mess with
His malice possibly only overshadowed by his lust for vengeance.
The man is moved by vengeance when you
Nice.
attack them.
So, metagame-wise, you might understand that it's not 100% sure he's on the truth.
Okay. You know what? Just because she is the way she is, she's not going to move to the darkness. She's going to stay where she is and says, "Fuck it. I'm going to try to make my matron happy." And yeah, she's going to take the sword. First, she tells her 3 zombies to attack Shiraz.
Do you have to substitute your action with that attack?
I'm not sure. I'm going to say the zombies act independently,
I think
although they would follow your orders.
They're following orders. Zombies act independently, like a ranger does. Like when you get the beast.
I'll check up animate dead
Oh.
just to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then that would use his action to have them do that. If it's like the animal companion, then you have to use your action to use them. You would think the necromancer would know how animate dead works. Just saying.
Yeah, it's been forever since I last played a necro.
It says the following. On each of your turns, you can use your bonus action to mentally command any creature you made with a spell, if the creature is within 60 feet of you, blah, 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 blah. So you can use your bonus action to control your zombies.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll do that then. I'll
So use your action to disengage, walk away, and use your bonus action to command the zombies to continue attacking Shurats. And use your movement to get as far away from the... Not towards the stairs where you came from, but further into the corridor to get away from the walking mist of deathly inhaling fog cloud kill.
So you're walking
Am I
willingly
correct in this?
deeper into the poison.
Yeah.
No, well, the poison's heading away from her, but
Okay.
towards her, in the darkness. That just
Immortal
clarifying. This is what you're doing, correct?
yes.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls with your zombies against Shadris. You couldn't wait, could you?
No. Let's see, that would be
The magic
two of them
number
misses.
magic number is 20.
Okay.
Oh, nah. It's obscured, doesn't mess with melee.
Oh yeah, you have a disadvantage as well. If we still are blinded.
No, you all were just outside of the reach of the darkness, due
Okay.
to his casting it at the very way away. However,
Oh, but I thought
your
we
enemy
were...
did enter the darkness. It's obscured because of the cloud kill.
Yeah, I thought it was the poison cloud thing that kind of made it harder for us to see.
Okay.
It wouldn't affect melee, but it would affect range.
Okay.
Okay, two of them hit, one completely misses.
Okay. Damage? With 20?
Let's see.
Wow.
You
Good
hit
freaking
AC
zombies.
20 twice?
Wait, hold on. Let me recheck. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Two of them misses, one hits.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm forgetting her legendary actions. Okay.
You keep forgetting those, that's fine.
What the hell is that?
Let's see. And that would be a D8 for damage then?
+1.
That would be 4 damage.
Ouch! The worst about that attack was if I rolled a 14. If I failed my concentration, it would have been so bad.
Okay. And so you're now standing right by the Lich. That would be your turn. It would now be Layer's turn. Nobody damaged Lich, so she didn't take half damage and you take the other half. The tether goes away. You are no longer tethered, Adamar. But let's see. What else would she do? She'd roll a... No, she wouldn't get a spell slot back either. Wow. One of your zombies bites to dust. As you can't really see anything at all that's going on, but you can feel this whoosh of the spirits coming out as they wrap around one of your zombies and suck the life out of them. Unless they're immune to necrotic energy, they die. No bother rolling a save. It's enough damage. They're going to die. Are they immune to necrotic damage? I do not think so. I know they're immune to poison. I looked that one up.
Only poison, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Zombie
it's only
dies.
poison.
That was nice. Zombie dies. Shadress, your turn.
Okay, are all the zombies dead?
Just one.
Just one.
Two of them
Okay.
still there with you.
Okay. I'll walk away from the zombies. Hit me, bitches. And I walk over to Mr. Belagon.
Yay!
But first, I need to take some opportunity attacks from the zombies if they do that stuff. I'm not sure if you can do that since you need to use an action controlling them, but I have no idea.
Oh, and just FYI, the poison damage is now. This is the first time I rolled it when she cast it, but it's when as you start your turn. So you now take the poison damage. Just FYI.
Oh, I take damage now as well?
No, just since I gave you the damage as soon as she casted it, I should have done
it
it
happens
on your
now.
turn.
Okay, yeah, but I did my save then, and yeah.
Yeah, so we're all good. Just FYI.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any attacks from the zombies, but
I think you get because the air says.
I think they go back to like normal retard behavior when you're not controlling them.
Yeah, but once you give them a task, they continue that task until they fulfill it. So you don't give him another task. So I guess they'll continue attacking you until he tells them otherwise. So probably
I like that idea.
attack. I don't know.
2 opportunity attacks then, Robert.
I'll roll them for him. That'll be a miss, and that will be a miss also.
Okay.
His proficiency modifier.
As I kneel down by you, I'll touch you, and I'll give you 5 hit points.
Yeah.
And I'll drop a healing potion by beside you, and I'll touch myself, and I heal myself for the 50 hit points.
Wow. Okay.
No more lay on hands for today, and I'll look after targets.
Okay. It is dark. It is Misty. You could possibly hear Belagon.
Did I walk into the darkness to find Belagon? I'm very confused because I thought Belagon was at more or less the same space as me. He was within 10 feet of me, and then the poison cloud came, and then David cast the darkness behind us.
I think you were in the middle of it, which would be roughly where you were standing. So yes, he would not be in darkness, but you are obscured
by the poison cloud thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's obscured, meaning for melee, no problem. Just you can't see very far away. It's disadvantage perception. Anything farther than 10 feet away.
Okay. Can I see either the direction the wizard ran or the witch in front of me?
You can tell that he ran towards the area, not towards the stairs, but towards the end of the corridor, towards the dais where the Immortal was. You could sense that because as he was leaving, you could tell that area. He also didn't do it stealthily, and being as how he can't see very well either, especially entering the darkness, because just on the other side, if you move any closer towards the dais where the Lich is, sorry, did I say Lich? Where the Immortal is
I'll attack
darkness.
the Immortal Lich then.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So you.
I walk towards the Lich and attack him or her.
Right. But you laid on hands. You did what to Belagon?
I laid on hands with my action, and I just dropped a healing potion.
Free action.
And I have the other, like the not haste action left.
Okay.
I think.
You can make it to her. It is dark, so you would have disadvantage on an attack.
Yeah, and I have advantage because the Vow of Enmity, so it evens out.
Cancels out.
And I rolled a 14. That's 23. No, it's
That'll hit.
yeah, it's a 23. Okay. Damage, rerolling 1 for 3. That's 9, 16, and a d8 for 5. What did I say? 16, 21, and I'm going to use a second level spell slot to boost my power for 3d8s more damage. So that's what did I say? 13 plus. Sorry. 13 plus 7 is a 20, plus 3 is 23, and then I have 3d8s. 23 plus 1, that was very easy, 24, 27, and 34 total. And like about 12 of it was radiant. And the rest was magic weapon damage.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to start using legendary actions. She will reach out as a legendary action and touch you, Paladin.
Ooh. She likes
and
me.
she'll miss. Can you believe that? She had advantage because of the you can't see but she can because she has true sight, and miss.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Imagine that. Okay, Belagon, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use the action surge.
You were conscious, correct? So give me a Constitution saving throw, if you would, please.
No. Oh yeah.
As you wake up sputtering in this poison cloud, I didn't give you any damage yet.
20 total.
20. All right, so you take 10 points of poison damage. I'm not going to roll a damage again.
That's to kill me again. I only had 5.
We need hazmat suits in this line of work.
Yeah.
Cloud kill. Oh, she's got to make a concentration check.
Oh yeah, she better do.
And
Towards
she is going to miss
18.
that concentration check. So never mind. She did not make her concentration check. The fog cloud goes away.
Thank God. Then I'm gonna use. Am I aware of what happened?
No. You wake up, it's dark over where let's see, he healed you at the time, so there was this noxious fume as he woke you up, but before you inhaled, at the start of your turn, you could see that he went into this darkness, as you could, or maybe not even tell the darkness because of the cloud, but you can hear some banging and wailing, and an explosion of radiant bursts, and here, because you can't see, and then suddenly the fog cloud kill dissipates, and there's dark. I know, dark. You're like, what? I can see in dark. No, you can't see in the dark. Just a couple feet in front of you, shrouding the dais where the Immortal was beforehand. And there's 2 zombies and a dead zombie around at your feet.
I didn't saw the zombies attacking.
No.
Shadows, right? Okay. Then I'm going to use the action surge, and I'm going to use the potion. You left a potion beside me, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that potion. How much does that recovers?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Yeah, it's a bot potion.
Plus 10. Okay, then I'm going to use the second win.
Okay. That's a bonus action.
Yep. 10. Ooh, 10.
D10 plus your fighter level, whatever that
My
is.
fighter level it's 6, 16. Yeah, 37 HP total. And I still have my action, right?
Yes. You still have an action and movement.
I'm going to use the fireball again. If I
Fucking
did
A.
it before,
Where
I
are you
did it.
fireballing?
I use it and I use the careful spell again.
How many people can you hold with a careful spell? Just curious.
As many as I can, I think. Let me just check.
Because I'm going to include the zombies in this. Because if y'all were halfway down the corridor, that would be 15 feet. Just outside of the darkness. But the 20-foot radius fireball would then be, if you at whatever edge of the corridor, it would still affect this area, mid area, and the zombies. So I'm just curious as to what the zombies take on this.
Careful. A number of creatures up to your charisma modifier. It's 3.
Okay. What creatures would you like? You? That's one.
Mm,
2 more?
me, Shadras, and Antimar. I think I don't catch
Okay.
Shan.
Okay.
So 8.
He's the other side of the darkness.
Still hanging. Yeah,
It's
beyond the other side of the darkness, you're up the other end of the corridor, not up the stairs a little bit, to where, so you can't be seen. Alright, so what's your damage? And she gets a saving throw. Her dexterity saving throw sucks. But she's going to make it anyway.
33 damage, 15 DC.
Would you like to roll your saving throws for your zombies? Adamar?
You're mute.
Yeah. Let's see. There. And then what's the magic number?
15.
One makes it, one doesn't.
One takes 18 damage, the other takes 36 damage. I don't think it matters, does it? Neither of them have. But there's a possibility of them getting back up, right? As this fireball explodes right at around everybody. And Shadazar and Adamar, you all are both fine. As this flame bursts all around you, and she wails in pain. Ah! It hurts, it burns! Foul Drow shall die! Anything else, Belagon?
In front of me, it's the darkness, right?
Yes. Like if you walk towards the dais anymore, it is dark. You cannot see.
I'll go forth just to stay as far away from the coffins as I can.
Okay. Did you say go forward or towards the dais into the darkness, or do you want to go backwards towards the stairs back up?
Which way is farther from the coffins?
I suppose it would be back up the stairs. Because, I mean, the coffins line this whole corridor layer where she dwells.
I'll go forward. Screw it. I want to kill her.
Right. Into the darkness?
Yeah.
Roll me that 1d8 then.
For what?
When you go into darkness, you roll 1d8 to see which direction you go in.
It's a corridor.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that
Darkness
it's a corridor, 10 feet Well, it's the corridor itself. The area is a 10 feet wide corridor heading, so he can go. He may like veer off a little to the side, but he's not going to go too far off to the side. He can reach out and fill a wall.
Oh, I thought he stepped into the darkness, because if he does, he has the roll
Yes,
1d8.
yes, into the darkness, but he can still reach out. It is darkness, but he can still reach out and fill a wall.
And I have 2 swords. I
And
just
he
have
knows
to put each one for a
he knows
side.
forward, backward.
It's magical
Yeah.
darkness. You still have to roll to see which direction you go in. That's the rules.
Yeah, but it's like when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's dark. If you feel the wall, you know the wall is there. And
Yeah,
10
but-
feet
Yeah, man.
isn't
But the
that
magic
wide. He can
spells-
reach it with his hands.
Yes, but the magic spell says you have to roll 1d8 to see which way you go. I'm just
But
going
the
by the
DM
rules.
says that I can know where I'm going in a corridor. So the DM makes the rules.
Okay.
The rules are
I want to
godlike.
allow. I want to allow that the fact that it's not like he's completely disorientated. He can't see anything. He has no idea what direction is, but he does know forward the way I'm facing, which is what he knew before he entered the darkness, and then he can reach out and touch a wall. He may veer a little to the side. I've done that blind thing where you like walk blind, and yeah, you do kind of veer off in weird directions. This is a true fact. But the fact that it's only a 10 feet wide corridor, I'm going to allow him to not veer off too much at all.
Okay.
And that would be the end of your turn, so I'm going to take another legendary action for her. She's going to reach out and
What about
crit.
my turn?
Yes. Legendary action occurs at the end of somebody's turn, which
Okay.
Belagon just went. And
Alright.
so it is now her legend, and it'll be her turn anyway, too, after that. Wow. And then back to the top of the order with you. So she will crit as she reaches out and touch you, so go ahead and give me another. The target must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. As you take a bunch of cold damage as she reaches out and grabs a hold of you. Because she can see in the darkness, unlike you all.
Who is you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Robin.
I always have
Give
to
me
be
a
you,
DC.
and it's not a good thing.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. You're
That's
her main
fine, I'm
threat,
just
so she's
joking.
going to reach out and touch you.
I'm no threat at all. I rolled 14. Is this going to be the same as earlier? 14, and it was a
Plus your +4, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I have a constitution of 6, so that's going to be plus 10. So that's 24.
So you take 26 of cold damage, though. That's pretty good. I rolled real well on that. As she critted and just reach out and touch your soul, and you feel that cold shrieking, and it's almost like your joints freeze up to where you can't move again. It's like, but you make your save throw, so you fight it off and shake it off, and you wrestle your joints instead of the freezing touch of her, and then it is her turn.
But it's still
And
24 damage.
yeah. And it is her turn. And
Quick before I forget, Michael. I rolled 18 for my concentration check
oh, okay.
on the die.
That makes it. The DC would have been 12 this time. And she will. What will she do? What will she do? What will she do? I really want to do that. Why wouldn't I do that? She's surrounded. Thunderwave. 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 Alright. And, Dat, it is your turn. Give me a perception check.
Who, me?
I'm sorry, yes.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Alright. I got
This is
a.
just a free thing.
I got a 16.
Skills.
But if she was to see me, she has to do.
She's standing beside you.
Okay. Alright, can I attack her?
Sure.
Unless she, of course, she has to do a perception check to see if she can see me. and she has to be at 33.
No, I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother. I just dimensioned her door away from the 3 people surrounding her, just just past the stairs,
Okay.
up on the stairs a little bit,
Since she hasn't
to
seen
where they
me,
can see her. But it's not.
since she hasn't seen me, I get a advantage roll on her,
Mhm.
and I get an automatic crit because I get the surprise of the
Oh,
attack.
she's aware that you're up there. You cast the thing. She's aware you're up there. But you do. She just doesn't know where you are. So you do get advantage. You do get sneak attack. It's just not auto crit
Okay.
because of the assassin thing.
Alright, and I get my
But all
magic
your
bow.
thieves.
Yeah, I get my magic bow as well. So.
Oh, that would be disadvantage then. So you wouldn't get your thing because she's right by you.
Alright, and I draw my 2 daggers in, my 2 silver daggers. They are magic anyway. And I get to do multi-attack. Ooh, yes. With
So
backstab multi-attack as well.
well, here's all right. You just drop your bow
Yeah,
as your item interaction, and then
Yeah.
you draw 1 sword with your 1 dagger. Do you have the dual wielder feat to where you can draw 2 at the
Yes.
same time?
Yes, I do. No, I get a at level 5.
Okay.
I get to do will at level 5. We'll do at level 5. We all get to do will to weapons at level 5, so I can backstab her twice with a single dagger.
Yeah. Well, you only get sneak attack once. You only get sneak attack once a turn, but okay.
Oh, I thought it's twice.
No. If you bonus action attack with your offhand, I mean, if you hit,
Okay.
you get sneak attack once. But it's like if I don't hit with my main hand, I do with my second hand. You know, it's like doubling up on your shots of getting the sneak attack damage. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
I got a 21.
So go ahead and
I got 21
That'll
for
hit
the
her?
first. Fine.
okay.
And that's 66 points of piercing damage plus 1 for the magic sword. Plus my bonus in it.
Oh.
Yes, plus my bonus.
Yes.
I do 41 piercing damage to her.
Wow. Off of 66. 36 is the max plus 5 for your thing. That's max damage. You rolled 6 sixes in a row. Wow.
And bonus action is to scurry away and hide again. If she's
Okay.
not down.
That would create an opportunity attack.
No,
Not a legendary action.
I get to. Well, she has to see if she sees me first.
Well, you break stealth when you attack, aka you stabbed your knife into her, and so she saw you. She's
Okay.
aware of your presence then, and you can either. And it's kind of a dilemma of having somebody next to you. Do you then bonus action disengage, so that you can then, because you can't hide while you're standing right next to somebody.
No, but I get to.
You know, you have to go to a different space. Yeah.
I have to.
So you can disengage as a bonus action without provoking opportunity attack, but you then can't hide
But I still get the.
because you only get 1 bonus action.
But I still get the thieves' ability, though, don't
Hmm?
I? I still get the thieves' ability, which is disengage and do an
You're an
action.
assassin.
Yes, which is true, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
disengage.
So yeah, you can attack her and then disengage and move. Do you want to move up the stairs farther, or do you want to move down the stairs into the corridor
I move.
where your friends are?
I move away from her. You know,
Yes, but which direction?
up the stairs,
Up the stairs.
Like-
Okay.
up 30 feet away, and as my thieves' action, I wish to hide.
So see, that's the point. You used your action to attack her, and
But
your
my thieves' ability,
thieves
my thieves' ability,
your thieves' ability to disengage. You only get 1 thieves' ability.
Oh. How far upstairs?
That's the point. You can either
I'll take-
30 feet. Your movement.
I'm 30 feet away then.
Okay. And it will be her turn, or well, not her turn, but she can take a legendary action again now. I'm gonna start using this legendary action crap. Ooh, that one looks good. Costs 3 actions. All her actions. Each living creature within 20 feet of the lich. No, I should have used that before I
Then you would
teleported her.
have a
Oh
TPK if
well.
you used it earlier.
Oh well. She can always use a cantrip. Always use a cantrip. And what cantrips? Just FYI, she's now found a new person. Ray of Frost? What's the range on Ray of Frost? Anybody, real quick?
Give me a second, because that's in my spell book. Ray of Frost, that would be
Hello, hello.
60 feet for Ray of Frost.
I hear you, Belagon.
It's 60 feet, I would say.
Okay. And she is going to hit with her Ray of Frost. What's the damage on a Ray of Frost?
Well, she has to
Up
hit my arm
to
class.
how much?
She has to hit my arm class first, though, doesn't she?
Oh
Depending
yeah,
on
I'm
the
sorry.
area.
That's why I asked for your armor class beforehand, so I don't have to ask you. She
17.
got a total of 27.
Oh, she hit
She
me
got a plus 12 spell attack. Yeah. So what's the? It doesn't say what the damage is, but she's a max level wizard. So what's the
About
damage on Ray of Frost? Max level.
4 or 5 d8s, I don't know for sure.
Is it D8s? That was D6s.
8.
It is 8s. It's okay. Hey, at least look on the bright side. The fog cloud went away. The cloud kill. 1, 2, 9, 14, 17, and 8, 25 points of cold damage. As and your movement is reduced by 10.
Okay.
As the cold just grips you, as she reaches up and she's like, as you stab her and then you run away, and before she can reach out and get you because you're disengaged, she'll reach out and that will be your turn. So next up is Adamar. You're in darkness.
Alrighty, let's see, crap. What Adamar is going to do is she is going to turn around and, oh crap, she has to see in order to cast her spells, so...
She is up the stairs a little bit, not per se hiding, but out of line of sight, without moving.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move 30 feet. 30 feet.
Then she will be within
back.
line of sight.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna move the 30 feet back and let's see.
Oh, one other question: is darkness a concentration spell?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Let's see.
Actually, it is. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and give me a concentration check on that darkness at the dais where everybody's gathered around in darkness, so then you don't have to be so metagaming and just know that she left. She can see when the darkness exists.
I got to 19.
That'll make it. It's still dark.
Alright, yeah, I'm still gonna move the 30 feet so I can see her.
Roll me that 1d8 to see which direction you're going. Magical darkness.
I know, but it's only 10-foot wide corridor.
I know, but I still have to do it though.
Okay. Alright, so you move.
7. I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
You move back. You're at the bottom of the stairs, and you can see her just out of sight, and she's looking up the stairs, and she pointed her finger. That was your movement.
Alrighty, with my feet spell sniper, I can I get a cantrip from a few of the other classes and whatnot. I'm going to use the cantrip Firebolt, at her.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
bring all that info up.
It's within range. It's a spell attack. It does, what, 3d10 at this level?
Yep, 3d10 at this
You're at the
level.
third. Yeah, you're at the third layer.
Okay, let's see. But first I make the spell attack itself. That's 17 plus. Does 20 hit?
It does.
Okay. Um, ah, okay, I just lost my dice.
It's quite alright. Ah,
8, 14. Total of 15 damage.
alright. I know what she's going to do on her legendary actions renew. Oh, and as a legendary action, since she's got to wait for the cool one to renew, since there's people around her, she is going to go ahead and look down at you and be like, Ray of Frost with a crit. I'm not going to crit spell damage. 11, 15, 19, and 23 points of frost cold damage as she looks back down at you with her other hand, and she's got one hand pointed up where she Ray of Frosted Shan up at the top or near higher up the stairs. She just looks down at you as you come down and firebolt her and Ray of Frost you, and your movement is reduced by 10 feet, and you take 24 points of cold damage. Adamar,
Alrighty.
as she Ray of Frosts her with a legendary action, and then it'll be lair action. Lair action time. And this time, since everybody's now seeable, so good that I included you. Shan, this misty vine comes out and wraps itself around you, and you feel a connection towards the Immortal. You feel at one with the Immortal.
Is it
Yes.
a charm? Is it charm?
It is not. There is a no save, it is just an effect. It is a thing.
Alright.
It is a tether. If you have a monster manual and you'd like to look up the Lich lair action, it is the first tether.
Okay. So what do
No,
I
it's
do?
the second thing. First thing. Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing happens to you at the moment besides you feel at one with her, the Immortal.
Okay.
And that was the lair action. So, Shadris, it is dark.
Yeah. Could I, since the Lich has tried to eat a couple of people and stuff up in the stairs, would I be able
Let's say you
to...
heard some, you heard something going on back there. Let alone you also probably heard your non-stealthy death mage scuttle back along, feeling the walls and banging into stuff because he's, can't see very well, so he's as he's trying to get away. You heard that too.
Could I head in that direction?
You can.
Yeah. I will try to reach the stairs and see if I can find the Immortal again.
You can see her using your full movement. You can see her just about 10 feet higher up on the stairs. You'll be standing next to the death mage.
That would be the
Adamar?
30 feet movement.
That would be your 30 feet movement.
Then I use the rest of my 60 feet movement due to haste and go up to her.
All right,
If
fair
that's
enough.
okay?
That is 100% okay.
Yeah. And I'll start hitting the Immortal.
Okay.
I'm tracking rounds here, so I have been hasted for 5 rounds. Oh, okay, I reset it. It was supposed to be 5 rounds. And I
It's
have
a
had
minute, right?
Yeah, a minute. And the Wall of Enmity had been 1 round less, so I'm keeping track here.
Okay.
I'll just do all 3 of my attacks towards her.
Yeah, I'm waylay a bitch of cold on her.
But okay. Wait a second. It's not that I'm starting to get hold. It's just impossible to see small numbers. I just need some more light.
I feel you, dude.
I was actually.
I'm blind.
We have been playing for so long that it's actually dark inside. The first one's going to be straight 20 to hit. Like
Yeah,
12, no, yeah, 11 plus 9. The next one's going to be a 19 to hit. We're going down here.
that'll hit.
Okay, and the last one. Oh man, my third 18 today, but no 20. Oh, that's like 27.
3 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits as you wail on her. Just wail on her. And she ain't looking so hot either.
For the first attack.
She is not looking hot at all.
It's gonna be 23 damage for the first one.
Wow.
It's gonna be even more for the second. That's gonna be 20. No, wait. That's 22 damage is with 1 less. I can't count. And the last one. Let's smite a bit while we're at it. I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot for a total of 3 more d8s. So that's going to be awful for the ones receiving. 11 plus 14, 25, 30, 33, 40. 40 at the spot. I rolled kind of horrible on the smite damage, but still.
How much is the total damage you did?
It was 23, 22, and 40.
23,
So,
22
85.
is 45, 40, 85. Okay. Round down, that would be 42. Shan, remember how I told you felt at 1 with the Lich?
Yeah.
With the Immortal?
Mm-hmm.
You take 42 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still up and about.
She takes 42 also. And she is not looking well at all.
Alright.
And that would be the end of your turn. So she will once again Ray of Frost. She might as well just Ray of Frost the person that just whacked her, and hopefully she can survive. She will Ray of Frost you.
Me?
Yes. Whoever just attacked gets Ray of Frosted now.
It's a bit hot in here, so it's nice.
Oh my god,
AC
I rolled
20.
like crap. Oh, finally. Yep. Plus 12 attack modifier. 17 points of cold damage. I didn't roll as well. As she just reaches out her hand and as you wail on her, 85 to 17 doesn't sound like a good trade-off.
Oh, you only got 42.
Yeah. Well, still.
Which I guess my character doesn't know.
No. Well, you can probably hear her yelling from up the stairs a little bit.
There's been so
They
much
probably
yelling,
yell
so I
over
don't
there.
take notice.
Yeah.
And I'm from my character is from a slave house. It doesn't like the paint screeches doesn't affect him anymore. It's like the sound of music or something. Michael?
Is he gone?
Michael! Stay with us! It wasn't that much damage. I guess he's gonna log in with his phone soon.
Okay, I have no idea what happened, but my laptop just turned itself off.
Overheating, maybe. If it's starting to get like summer hot at your place.
It is starting to get like summer hot. I can take these headphones off now. Well, my phone functions. So that was her turn. It will now be Belagon's turn.
Did I know that
Oh, by the way,
Shadras passed through me.
so sorry. On my turn, I would also like to tell as I pass you, Lord Belagon. I would tell you that the wizard has turned against us. That she is in allegiance with the Lich or with the Immortal.
Oh. Okay.
Is my character in range to hear all this?
You would have left technically before they started moving away from the darkness. Let's just say, give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see.
There's a chance you could have overheard this, because he's got to be a little loud to get over the din of battle. Granted, the din of battle also does make it a little difficult to hear specifically what somebody is saying. So I'll give it a maybe.
Okay, I get a +5 to my perception check and all that good stuff. So that would be 23 total. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, you heard him.
And she quickly turns around and yells, "I only have quarrel with one of you, and you already know who you are."
It's my turn, right?
Yep.
So I know that the witch is on the other side.
Possible. Just FYI, there are zombies. What are the 2 remaining zombies doing?
Didn't Shadras pass by
You
me?
killed them.
Yeah, they both died. Or all 3 of them died.
Oh, with the fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that fireball pretty much disintegrated the last 2.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
So I do. Shadras passed by me, so I know the witch is on the other side.
Assuming you suddenly notice everybody is leaving the darkness. So let's just that everybody left the darkness. I'll give you that.
Okay, then I'll go after him.
Okay.
Until I
As
can see the Immortal.
Your full 30-foot movement will bring you back to the very end of the corridor to where the stairs begin. You can see 10 feet above you, Shadrach fighting the Immortal, and you're standing right next to the Death Mage, Adamar.
Yeah, first Immortal. I'm gonna use my Quicken spell to cast Scorching Ray at her.
Okay.
It's 3 rays, so 3 attacks. 19.
That'll hit.
Uh, 28.
That'll miss. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, man.
And 19 again. So it's 6d6 of fire damage.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a total.
25.
And 25 points of fire damage. Have that. 12. And
she's still up, right?
no. Shan, take 12 fire damage.
Ouch.
As you feel at one with the witch, and not only do you feel at one with the witch and you take 12 points of fire damage, but you feel something even more than that. You feel your soul is leaving, and there's something wrong, and suddenly the tether just breaks free as the witch just fire it consumes, and she disappears.
She did?
She's freaking dead. So that was your
Ah.
quicken spell. What else would you like to do?
I'm going to attack the
Belagon,
wizard
that was your
with
action.
my 3 attacks.
You don't get your bonus. The quicken spell was a bonus action, so you don't get your
Quick
offhand
attack.
bonus attack.
And
So
so
you
is it
just
my
get-
turn?
No, it is still Belagon's. That was a quickened bonus action he did, and his movement.
19 with the first.
That would
Is this towards the witch?